We're back, bitches. What's happening? We got my main man in the house tonight, Mr. Paul Virzi, V-I-R-Z-I. I just can't say it because my fourth tooth gets in the way.
What other words can't you say?
We got our word. We got our main man, fucking Lee Sayat over here. He's sober today, no more.
I'm not sorry. I just took 150 milligrams.
38 years old. I can't keep doing this. You fucking nuts. We do this till we're dead. We do this till we're dead. We're Marines, dog.
Yeah.
That's it. There's
Marines
no
don't take 400 milligrams in an Oscar winner's
There's
year.
no giving up. Before you become a SEAL, they give you like 1,000 milligrams cold.
And I've done that 800
and no water.
times.
So knock it the fuck off. 1,000 milligrams and no water, and you sit there.
First of all,
beach,
no Navy SEAL has ever taken 1,000 milligrams.
They don't take it. Somebody gives it to you. You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking Navy.
What's the most you ever taken?
2,200.
What?
You took more. I took 3,000 was the biggest for me.
Yeah, I think, about the same.
Did you go to hospital?
No. Fuck the hospital. What's happening?
We send people to the hospital.
I swam in the Hudson.
What the?
I swam in the Hudson. What is an edible going to do to me? Can you if you swam in Coney Island, what is an edible going to do to you?
You're immune
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Oh, shit.
That's for like white kids from Iowa. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
My heart was beating.
Yeah.
We're East Coasters here. What are you talking about?
No, listen, as much as I'm laughing, that would be me.
We're from the East Coast. Remember when your father used to beat your mother and your heart would beat? The same fucking thing.
They got divorced before. They got divorced before he could beat her.
Yeah, but who cares? You ever hear like a neighbor beating up his wife? Your heart's beating. You're hiding under the bed and shit when you're 8. You hear it? Are you that man? Are you that man?
Oh man, 2,200. I would be fucked up, man.
Huh?
Me and my buddies one time, we were like in high school. And I'm not a big weed guy because I get that paranoid anxiety shit.
No, some people, they lose it.
But I was a drinker. I would drink. We would go. We did that 40 shit. We're drinking 40s and all that shit, right? We would just call people over, give them $5 and pay them a little. They would come out with either the Old English, Old English Crazy Horse,
OD and shit.
OD, Crazy Horse, that shit, right?
Those are your Negro days.
So yeah. So my buddy had a Riviera.
That's when you were still black.
He had a Riviera. We go down the FDR with Wu-Tang pumping. Seriously. Wu-Tang's pumping. We're going down. We think we're cool, skipping school to drink in Manhattan, do dumb shit. And we picked up a hitchhiker off the FDR. And he gave us weed. And like assholes, we went back to my buddy's house and we smoked it. Dude, I hit this weed. And I remember, I don't know how long the time was because it did something to it. It was laced. I'm staring at my buddy's kitchen floor. And I don't know if I stared at it for 5 minutes or 5 hours. I just was staring at it. And then I looked up at my friend and the pattern of the floor was on his face. And I fucking started shaking. And I'm laying down on the couch. He's rubbing my back. He's telling me I'm going to die. I said, I'm going to die. I have a heart attack. I go, how long was I sitting there? It was fuck. So after that experience, the weed, I don't fuck with it. But it was stupid. Who smokes shit from a stranger? It was laced, something.
I'm new to New York.
That's
the
the
FDR
good
is like a highway.
That's the shit you would have loved.
Yeah, when a stranger gives you weed, that's my world.
It was a stranger hitchhiker. And we just fucking smoked it, and it did something to me, man. It fucking did something to me.
How did you pick up a hitchhiker on the FDR? It's like a highway.
Yeah, he was just going like this. He was walking up, and it was off the side. My buddy goes, come in. He ran in the car real quick. Hey, can you take it? We took him.
Did you ever pick up a hitchhiker, Joey? Because you hitchhiked in Colorado. I remember that.
But I'm never going to. Unless you're a hot chick, I ain't stopping. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
I'm not. Yeah.
Are you going to stop for some guy who looks like Grizzly Adams? No. It could be 100 degrees. You're like, fuck this dude. Yeah. There's a chick out there with a white dress and a thong on. You see how fucking. And she could have 20 zits on her face. You're still pulling over. You know what I'm saying? You're still pulling over.
I gotta look. I'd have to look and then.
Dog, I had the weirdest experience in Idaho. Was it Idaho? No. The other one, Nebraska. I was coming back from Michigan, and my fucking tire blows out. And I kept sitting on the side of the road, and a chick pulls up, and like a Toyota, fucking smoking, with a white dress on, fucking flip-flops, dirty chick. And she's like, get in, I'll give you a ride to town, all right. And she's like, you should come over. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, shit. At that time, years earlier, HBO had a show called The Hitchhiker. And, it would be a guy picking up a chick, and they would fucking suck, and he'd drop her off in Jersey. So I'm young. I'm 20. No, I'm not fucking young. I'm 30-something. And she's telling me all this shit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting fucking pussy. And next thing you know, she goes, yeah, if you're hungry, we go back to the house. We'll eat, and then we have prayers at 6. I live in a...
Got what?
Prayers. I live in a whatever, like
a commune? Yeah.
Oh,
We say
okay. prayers.
We're Catholic or Christian. And I'm like, you could drop me off at the gas station. That was the end of that fantasy. Fuck it, I'm gonna go say prayers.
Pray to get laid.
I'll do anything. I'll work you to death, but I don't want to pray for pussy. You know what I'm saying? In front of a bunch of other Christians and shit. Because it's tough to focus. When you want to fuck somebody, you ain't praying.
No.
You're saying, God, how good is
Let's
that
get
ass
back
taste?
let's get back. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, brothers. You got a show this week at...
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit coming up. Big tour coming up.
No, but you got Wednesday night.
Oh, Wednesday night I'm doing Dojo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd love to do it, but they're going to take this fucking ball out of my ear finally. So I don't know what's going to happen. They're going to give me stitches and shit. I'm going to look like a Doberman with a bandage on.
Oh.
You know, you ever see when a shepherd gets his ears done? People take
The
him
little
out
cone around your
with the
head.
tape. Yeah. Leave him at home. The poor guy don't even want to be out. The dog's like, Jesus Christ. They took me out with this fucking... Dobermans had that, not German Shepherds when you fix their ears.
When they clip them, they clip the ears to make them pointy.
So
yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen Wednesday. I don't know if they're going to give me pills. I don't know if they're going to put me out. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, shit.
They might just shoot me. He's an Indian guy, so I trust him. You know what I'm saying? Those Indians got a steady hand.
I love like when you say stuff like that, like we're supposed to know what it means. He's an Indian guy. Like, what is that?
I don't know. He's good.
Yeah.
You know, India only sends the best here. They don't send our meek. What's America? We'll take you. You
Oh,
can
our
be
meek,
blind.
our
No, you want an Indian doctor.
Yeah.
You want an Indian
Indians
doctor.
and Jews.
Really, it's changed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's not Jews anymore. It's Indians.
No, but
It's
Indians.
either.
Okay.
It's either.
Yeah, it's like half down the middle.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Fuck.
Yeah,
So they're taking it out. I didn't know they found what like I didn't know there was anything in there.
They're gonna slice it and clean that motherfucker out. I was supposed to go for a second opinion tomorrow, but every time I call, it's a 20-minute wait. They want to put me back into the rotation and call me in an hour. Go fuck yourself. They can call you when you're jerking off or you're taking a shit or you're walking in the house with groceries. Hi. And you're like, listen, I just got groceries.
Yeah.
Call me later. You know? I called you 3 hours ago.
What happened, though? What was it?
A yeast infection. And then I got rid of the yeast infection and something started hurting in there. And I kept going to the doctor. There's something in there. No. Put this cream on it. Just yank it the fuck out. Get the cocaine, shoot it in my ear,
And get it out.
get the fucking knife, and
Yeah.
let's go. Why are we... This was going on since October with this fucking guy.
Yeah, I hate that. I go to the doctor for get it done now.
Yeah, what are we doing?
How long?
And
October?
I got body work. I got shit to do, Jack. When you get old, shit happens. I got to go get my teeth fixed. I got to go fucking fix my ear. I
Yeah.
need glasses. Yeah.
You got all the senses got to be.
Yeah,
lined up.
I've been fucking using a reading glass. I've had these reading glasses from CVS's. These things are like you can step on them, light them on fire. Everything else breaks.
Do you even like do the test with those glasses to see which one helps? I feel like you just go pick one and it might not even be the right one.
No, they have numbers on them.
Right.
2.75, 3.0.
Oh, okay.
I think 3.0 is the highest. After that, they give you a dog and a stick. They give you a stick and a dog.
I'm excited to get that fixed. It's been hurting you for a while.
What?
Your ear.
Oh, some days I have a headache on this side and the ear banging on this side. And every morning I got to open this up and let the fucking shit draw.
Oof. Is the
Drain.
hearing fucked
It's
up?
Dog. I hear what I want to hear. You know? I got selective hearing.
Yeah.
I want you to do a gig for $50. What? ¿Qué pasó? No hablo inglés.
My ear's fucked up.
My ear's fucked up.
Get that number up. I'll fucking hear you
Get the
better.
number up. I hear you better.
Yeah. I know, man. I got all kinds of. I got back issues.
That's right.
Neck issues. I got herniated discs.
Oh.
You know, because I play. I'm an asshole though. Like I'm in my 40s. I play basketball on Monday nights. Take it seriously.
That's
Act
good.
like no, but you know, like you act like it's gonna be recreational, and then next thing you know, I'm fucking. I'm like, dude, I'm close to a triple double. It's nuts. Close to a triple double. What am I fucking nuts? My wife said to me, she goes, if you fucking get hurt, go home with one of your friends. You're not coming back here if you fucking tear something.
Did you see that Tom Segura tape?
Oof,
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was fun.
How come you're still playing basketball?
That was I wouldn't do that. You know, I would. I'm athletic, I guess, but his shit looked like a fuck. That was really.
yeah.
Dude, that was fucked up.
Let me tell you something, man. And people, once you're over like 35, it's a different game. Once you're over 40, It's a really different game.
It is.
Listen, I remember getting out of high school, and one Sunday, out of high school, they said, come to where that football player was from. They had a flag football league. I played one game, I covered. I couldn't walk the next day. Flag football, I'm lifting weights, I'm fucking drinking, I'm snorting coke, I'm in the best shape of my life. And I go play flag football, I can't get out of bed on fucking Monday.
Yeah.
I was 21. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, it's all changes. But once you get over 40, man, all that shit gets
It's
tricky.
funny you say that because that's what they said. They said the most injuries for dudes over 40 that is basketball. They tear their knees. It's fucked up, man.
Jiu-jitsu, basketball. Dog, I do anything I can to lose weight. So in L.A. during the pandemic, I picked up bike riding, and that was okay. I got the helmet.
I forgot about that.
Everybody who gets a bike, it goes into the garage after 3 times and collects dust. It's the fuck.
During the COVID, everybody was fucking John-Claude Keely. Everybody was riding their bike everywhere. I go right in the shop, right? I do this. Once the COVID ended, everybody's bike. That's what happened to the other people. The one that you bought. What's the bike you ride at home?
Oh, the
Peloton.
Peloton. They sold 2 million of them during the pandemic. Now, they're like, nobody wants a Peloton. Everybody's got them at a yard sale.
Oh, yeah.
Go to a yard sale. Give me the small 20. Take it, because it's just a coat hanger.
Now it's like Rent-A-Center. They do it for like $20 a month. They don't buy you can't. Like they were like $2,000. I remember those bikes.
Yeah.
They were expensive.
Fuck that.
And I remember I took a bike riding, and I went and got my tooth done, and she gave me Vicodin.
Oof.
And I got up that morning, my tooth was hurting. I can't see without my glasses. So all the pills were together. So I thought she gave me the amoxicillin and the whatever.
The antibiotic.
I thought it was the amoxicillin. It was the Vicodin. I popped one of those. I get on the bike like Johnny Boomba. It's 8 a.m. I'm out there on fucking, not Magnolia. Was it Magnolia Lee? The big street where the diner was, a restaurant was. That's Magnolia.
Yeah.
It was no. Yeah. Where Marie T was.
Yeah. It wasn't Magnolia, but Colfax.
Colfax.
Yeah.
I'm on Colfax. So I'm having a great time. I'm in the HOV lane, that little bike lane they got. I'm sticking to my P's and Q's. I wouldn't ride behind anybody because they're breathing. And the shit's spitting, and you're back there, sucking COVID, all his germs. So if there was somebody on a bike in front of me, I would cross the street and go opposite, right? So I'm driving the fucking bike, and all of a sudden, I'm starting to feel fucked up. I'm starting to sweat profusely. I'm fucking sweating up a storm. I've only been riding a bike for 15 fucking minutes. What's going on? I mean, it's coming out of me, and all of a sudden, I can see I'm not even riding the bike between the lines. I'm going outside the lines and shit. I'm not even in the lines. And then I went to get on the sidewalk, and I fell.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, that's no good. I'm taking this fucking jet back to the house. And I went back to the house, and I'm there, ready to make the turn, and I fucking fell.
Wait, you got it back on the bike?
Yeah, I didn't fall the first time. I was just high.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
fell
not walking from Coldwater and fucking Colfax back to my house.
Call an
after
Uber.
I'm
If you fell, I thought you fell the
Fuck
first
you.
time. Okay.
Fuck that. You ride that bike back. You know what I'm saying? Like a soldier.
You left with it, you got to bring it back.
Yeah, you got to bring it back. I fucking hit the thing. I'm right to make a turn, and right away, boom, 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 boom. I just fucking went down, dog. Oof. And some guy was looking at me, and I'm shaking my head. He's shaking his head. I'm like, it's not good. Then I got the bike up again. I got on it again. 20 feet later, I fall down again. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
This time I landed on my chest. I thought the fucking thing was broken. I went in the the shit we do when we're by ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't need a camera for this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is for your entertainment purposes.
Oh, dude.
I fell in Times Square like a month ago.
You what?
I was running to a mic, and it had one of the crosswalks that had like a little island in the middle, and I didn't see the curb, and I just kicked it, and in the middle, I just went. For some reason, did time slow down when you fell on the bike?
Always.
Because I was falling, I could feel myself, and I got my hands, and like tourists came over and saw if I was okay. Like it was
embarrassing.
Bad. Oh yeah.
Oh, when you fall.
I got right up.
My brother, I guess he just was with some whore online. Did he get found online, like a Craigslist whore back in the day? like, you know, back in the day, you could just go to Craigslist. And like, my brother was like a shy kid, but like, if he wanted to get laid, you know, he would. So this is back. And this chick, I guess, like, he called me up. He goes, man. He goes, because my brother's one of these, he passes out when he sees blood and shit. So when he goes for a physical, has to, they know, like, he lays back. He can't see needles in a movie. No. He goes out, right?
Put earphones on.
Yeah, so
that's what I do. I put earphones on.
No, he can't see. So
you put on Santana and you look the other way.
He calls me up. He calls me up and he goes, yo, dude. He goes, I think I fucked this woman without a condom, man, and I don't know. I just met her, right? So I was selling, at the time, I was selling phone, cable, internet, door to door in Queens when I dropped out of college. So I was knocking on people's doors in Queens at 6 o'clock at night selling phone, cable, internet. That was my job. And they gave us a hard hat for no reason. I had a hard hat. I had a fucking hard hat. You know what I would do with the hard hat? I go, yeah, you see those lines up there? Meanwhile, we did fiber optics in there, but I was just talking shit, right? I had a clipboard and stuff. So people would let me in. This is the true story. A Greek woman lets me in, right? And she had kids, but she was probably in her like mid-40s. And as I'm sitting there signing her up, I realized she's coming on to me. She's talking to me about a guy she's not with anymore. And she goes, I like younger guys. She goes, I was just at a nightclub with Greeks. She's like, me and my girlfriend took home these 20-something-year-old Greek kids. I'm telling her I'm Greek and Sicilian, and I'm 23 at the time, and she's into it. My brother's calling me. Yo, I fucked her without a condom. I go, buddy, give me a second. So he's going, Paul, you gotta, and I said, Christian, I can't talk right now. I gotta go. Next thing you know, he's on the train platform. As he's going down, somebody screamed, get him an ambulance. He came off the thing and was just so worked up about fucking this woman that he fucking just went down on the platform at the subway. But he said, what Lee said is true. He said it was slow motion. But he said while he's going down, he hears call an ambulance. They said call an ambulance while he was down. but in his mind, he was fucking like this. But he was freaked out about that, man. And he fell in. I go,
wait, did he fall where the trains were? Or did he fall down the stairs?
No. Like in between the trains.
Right.
He was on the platform and he just was like really distraught over what happened. Jesus. And he went down. Yeah, but he heard somebody say call an ambulance. But he was down when he heard it.
Does he blame you for not being able to talk?
Everything worked out. Like he was. Everything worked out.
Does he have HIV now?
He's fine. No, he's fine.
He's got a little twitch.
There was the one time it freaked him the fuck out, though, man. It freaked him the fuck out.
That happened to me with a condom on.
What?
At the 1040 Club. I was 17, and these animals went over there, and I didn't have my own car, and I got stuck with them, and they paid for me to go in the back. And I had a condom on, and she jumped on top of me, and she was fucking just grinding, and I'm like, this is disgusting. I could hear the condom going, and the mattress was fucked up on the bed. It was one of those ping pong poos, the beds that you open up, and
what's a ping pong poo?
That's what Cubans call them. It's un ping pong poo. It's one of those beds that you open up and you lay it down and you sleep.
Like a cot?
Yeah, like a cot. You sleep in your godmother's room. Right. This place was a 1040 Club. It was a hooker place.
Oh.
In the city. It was $9.99 plus tax. 1040. So fucking. It had like beds, but cubicle walls.
Yeah.
Like little cubicle walls. You can hear everybody fucking. And she's on top of me. And I'm like, oh, God, get off. I didn't know what to do. And finally she stopped. She goes, for an extra $10, I'll let you eat my pussy. And I just threw her off. I'm like, you fucking Billy Goat. I'm not licking that greasy thing.
Remember those shitty futons with the woods that would break? Remember the futons?
I broke a couple of them.
You know what I mean, right? The thin wood.
Yeah, the Jap people weigh 100 pounds. You're going to put a Cuban on there that weighs 200. Ralphie May had a futon. When he first moved to fucking
rest his soul.
Los Angeles, that motherfucker had a futon at Joey Medina's house. And I went over to see him, and he was laying down one day. And when I walked in, he goes, Coco. And he got up, and you're ta-ta-ta-ta.
You know what a futon is, right? Yeah. Oh, dude, it was... Nothing was worse, though. Nothing's worse than when you were going to hook up and the bed situation was shitty, like a shitty mattress in the corner.
Who needed a bed?
No fucking...
When I was young, there was no bed in the corner.
What
like
do you mean
an
there's
animal.
no bed?
What do you mean, no bed?
No, you got up against the corner, her neck is big. You don't give a fuck, right? When you're in the heat of passion, she's like, ouch, ouch. You're trying to pull her hamstring, pull her leg back while you eat a pussy in the car. You were in the car. Remember that fucking in the car? How disgusting was that? And you had to push the seat up, and
that was the
your
worst.
legs had to fucking stick out the window. And
yeah, I had a Toyota
I tried the 69. I almost died in a fucking car in the back with a chick in Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan. She was a little Arab chick.
Well, you almost died?
Yeah, because I couldn't breathe. She dropped on me in the back seat. She just dropped that hip on Papa, huh?
She sat on your face?
Oh, fuck yeah. I had my nose in her asshole deep. I could smell falafels, fucking.
Oh, fuck.
1995, my first road gig ever.
How do you remember the year?
Because how are you going to forget somebody sitting on your face? Her legs gave out and she just dropped on my face. And I'm like, moo, 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 moo. I sound like a fucking kid with autism. I was about, this is not good tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get canceled for this one. I don't give a fuck. I'm 62. I got nothing to lose. Take it all. I don't give a fuck at this point. People are going to try to say shit. Yeah, take it all. I don't give a fuck.
That shit's going away anyway, I think.
What?
Just every, you know.
No, that was all a bullshit phase.
Yes.
For people who bought into that shit. There's some people who made it back, and there's some people, you know, who just didn't. They let it happen.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen. Stick up for yourself.
Yeah.
Say, this is why I did it. If you don't like, go fuck yourself. And then, yeah, you're not going to have a job. You're not going to have a sponsor for a while. So you're going to start from scratch. And in 6 months, it's forgotten.
But you're right. If you're honest about it, and you go, yeah, that's the way. Like, it's funny too, because you're breaking balls with friends back in the day. It was never malicious. It was never malicious. I never used a slang word against a group that was malicious against a group. It's just what you called your friends. You would joke with your friends. You talk shit with your friends. Then when you did it on a podcast or you did it on stage, these people were able to like go at you, and you're going, I didn't fuck. You don't know me. You don't know the person.
They went after me for a podcast where I told a story about 1997. The podcast was done in 2009, and they came after me in 2020, and I refused. I was like, you bitches could suck my dick, all of you. In fact, I put a story about going down on a one-legged woman in Boulder. I delivered Chinese food to her. Ended up eating her ass and shit. Yeah.
But it was also your parole officer.
Yeah, she was my parole officer.
It wasn't just a woman.
No, she was originally my parole officer. Then I got off parole and things happened.
Now, can I ask a question? Like when you say one leg, is it like half or like the top?
No, she had like a limp. So in my mind, I always thought that this leg was off. She got shot in Vietnam. She was good looking. So when I went to take her pants off, I took the pants off the good leg because I didn't want to know about the bad leg. I didn't want it to get in the Met way. You got a nut, and all of a sudden she's going to tell you she stepped on a grenade. I don't want to hear that. I'm ready to fucking eat some ass. All of a sudden I got to hear a fucking Vietnam story or whatever war she went to. I don't know what happened to her. Very good looking, very good, tall. And I just put it up. I said, fuck it. If you like that story, wait till you listen to this one. Bam.
Yeah.
And then it was your brother who called me and said, listen, they wanna fucking wave a white flag. They don't want to do this no more because fucking my people from the podcast went at those bitches.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was classic.
Well, it's weird because like I think one of the reasons podcasts are so big is because people feel like they connect with the host.
When they can talk.
And it's honest.
Because we're talking the way we normally talk. They're not seeing us on stage doing a bit, telling a story. They're seeing us shooting the shit here, having fun, and it brings them into our personal world, is what it is.
Listen, when I do a podcast, I don't want to feel censored.
Right.
I don't want people to say this because this is what people do, and this is how we speak. If this is not what you want to do, go watch fucking a clean podcast.
Yeah.
Go do whatever suits you. That's the right we have as Americans.
Yep.
But the right that we don't have as Americans is me going, I don't like what Paul Virzi said.
Right.
I'm going to fucking show the video and cancel him.
Yeah.
That's not a right. There's two people who could do that. A man by the name of G.O.D. and a judge, a good fucking judge in New York City.
That's right.
Like an old Jew judge that looks at you and sentences you, and you take it like a man. That's who could judge me.
How specific that got as that was going by.
No, a nice old Jew that don't take no shit.
And he stares you down for a second.
He's got like fucking a bad foot or something hurting. He's in a bad mood. Amazon stock went down. You know.
Oh, that's a rough day.
You know, and that's who could judge me. That's who could sentence me. But 3 white chicks, 4 white dudes, because it's always a dude too. Yeah. When it comes to sex, it's 2 chicks and a dude. And I like to grab that dude by the neck and go, come here.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't get your dick sucked in the bathroom at a restaurant? Well,
Yeah.
You die for that.
Yeah.
You lying sack of shit.
And you want to know something?
You lying sack of shit.
No, he's right. And a lot of times these people that call out people for saying things, when you go to their past, it's worse. It's almost like a cover. Everybody's got their
Nobody's
fucking
got the right to go into your past.
Yeah.
If you want to go into my Twitter from 2016, go ahead. You're not going to like what you see. You're not going to like what you see. Yeah. But I don't give a fuck. I could have gone back then and erased it all. I don't care.
Right.
What's done is done. You cannot judge. The one that destroyed me was when they went after the fucking white dude, the judge, because he grabbed the girl's mouth during a sorority party 20 years ago. The white dude, the Supreme Court guy. Remember? Oh, he covered a girl's mouth in a party. What would you rather do? Cover the mouth or put a dick in there? Let's get that off the bat. If he covered a mouth, that's one thing. Could you imagine him spitting that dick in there? Then that's another. But you're going to try to cancel about something he did? Dog, I saw a thing they were trying to cancel Sinatra, Dean Martin, and the Rat Pack. What? People went after Vegas. Dog, it was insane.
Yeah, they were
trying to go after Sinatra for being a fucking womanizer. That they would try. Dog, they went at Vegas and said, we want to take Sinatra out. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. He died in whatever. He wasn't even fucking no more. He had a wig. You know what? He was forgetting his lyrics and shit. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Yeah, it's because they just went on their run. They went on their run. They went down a list.
Yeah, and they go and look at something you did.
It's evil, man.
They go look at something you did in 1995. Listen, man, I can't judge over 1995.
Right.
How old were you in 1995?
14. Yeah.
You did creepy things. You jerked off in places you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
You came on things you shouldn't have, right?
Yeah.
If there was a camera, we all would have been in jail.
He's fucking nailing it right now. It's freaking. I'm like, yo, you know something? But no.
You're 12 and 13. You do the creepiest things.
I did some shit that I'm not proud of as a kid. Yeah.
I had an aunt that had big tits. I would sniff a bra. I would go to a house just to sit in the bathroom and sniff a fucking bra. And I get all dizzy and shit. But that's what a 12-year-old does, 11-year-old. Then when I was 13, I graduated to the douchebag stick.
Yeah.
What? The hot water bag with the string. You go to your mother's house and they had the red bag with a little thing. That's a douchebag. They don't know what that is. You take that, sniff that motherfucker. You pump out a little maluki in the bathroom. You come out, your cheeks are red, you're hungry. Your mom's like, look at him.
He hasn't eaten like this in a while.
He hasn't eaten like this in a while. He's walking with a limp, you know.
No, if people, that's actually a really good point, though, Joe. It's like if people would have saw some of the shit that you did as a 14, 15-year-old kid and then judge you today, it's kind of crazy if you think about it.
When you're 40
you know what I mean?
and you were 25 and you did something, you're a complete different fucking person.
Yeah.
I'm 62, and I look at the years now and I go, wow, I was there was a time I didn't rob anything, but I could steal, but I always stole lighters. I love going to 7-Eleven, talking to the Indian, and then taking a lighter, put it in my jacket. No shit. I would steal right in front of him.
Yeah.
That's my gift. You don't steal in the back.
Yeah.
You steal right in front of them.
Yeah.
You talk to them. What do you like, the jet? Ooh, beep pipe. You know, they don't know what the fuck you're saying.
It took me to my whole family. Everybody was worried about me because I would get arrested. I would steal. You know, always drinking, getting fucked up, steal. And my mother said from like 22 on, I'm just a completely different person. You know what I used to steal? I used to steal hunks of provolone cheese and gummy bears. I used to get fucked up, and I would go in, and I would go to the sharp provolone cheese, $18 hunk, fucking down my pants, and gummy bears.
I think you're robbing a safe.
Food. I would fuck it, yeah.
Is that what you got caught for?
I was no, that one I got caught for cigarettes and dumb shit like that. But when I was a kid, I would steal provolone cheese, gummy bears, dumb shit. Like not like, you know. And then or like when we almost got arrested, big trouble. We almost got into big trouble. They wanted to make examples of us, but we got rid of the stuff. We tried to rob an outdoor bar. An outdoor bar by a pool. We tried to open up the bottom and steal bottles. And all of a sudden, all these alarms went off. And we're running. I fucking took off. I didn't know where my friend went. I'm running down the highway.
Was it slow when you were running?
What's that?
Because when you're running, time moves slow, too.
It was
when you
dark.
start hearing this, When you're hearing the siren
panicked.
and shit?
I was panicked because all sorts of alarms went off, and I'm running down the street. I don't know what happened to my buddy. And there were rumors going, when they find the kids that did this, they're going to make an example and put them away for a little bit. So, and I freaked out. But I got lucky, man. I got blessed, man. You know, a lot of stupid things, dodged a lot of bullets as a young man. But comedy and, you know, sales, knocking doors and comedy changed me. But like you said, from 22 on, I changed it. And once I grew up, you know, but I did dumb shit from like 16 to 25.
And there's the thing, we all do dumb shit.
Right.
And even when you're a grown man, you start doing dumb shit. Whether it's going to a strip club, you just do these creepy things. We all done them, you know. And at the end, you got to ask yourself, because this is when I really changed.
Yeah.
I changed in 2006. After the longest year, I went through hell. And I made a decision. I go, you know what? Somebody said this to me one day. And they said, don't let your character ruin your destiny. And that fucking hit home with me. Like, I was like, what did this motherfucker just say? Mm-hmm. And I stopped stealing lighters. I stopped thinking like that. Mm-hmm. Because I knew if I put my effort into stand-up, instead of fucking around.
Yeah.
And then once I stopped doing blow, then the sky was the world, because something else is detracting your energy.
Yeah.
It's like when you got a bad piece of pussy. You ever dated a bad piece of pussy for a year, and then you guys break up, and you're like, dog, I'm a different guy. You know why? Because I was spending my time thinking about her.
Yeah.
You ever have a girlfriend that drinks, or her uncle's going to die, and then every day they bring it on you? And you're like, I'm trying to get my dick sucked.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden it makes you, well, her uncle, blah, blah, blah. It takes your energy.
Yeah.
It really does take your
Or
energy.
a mentally ill girl that's beautiful, but she's mentally ill, and it puts it on you, and you're fucked.
And you're fucked.
You're fucked, yeah.
It's just, I'm not even talking about a girl. It could be anything. Somebody once said to me, if you took all the energy you had into stealing and doing all that shit, could you imagine if you did something good with it? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
I was too late. I was in prison. The guy told me in prison. Because if you take, it's too late.
Dude, I can't wait for Joey to talk to his grandkids. I just be like, you ever get a bad piece of
What
pussy?
grandkid? I'll be 78 by the time I have a grandkid.
You look great.
Yeah, keep saying that these days. People always say, you look like 50. Really? Good. What does 60 look like? I'm 60. I'll let you smell my nuts. It's like looking at the inside of a tree.
Yeah,
you ever cut a tree and people, let's see how old it is. And you have to count the circles. It looks like your mattress when you were a kid from all the pee on the bed. Remember? You had like this circle. It just kept getting bigger. You take your sheet off. Oh, that was when I was 14. That's when I was 8. Look at, there's a little puke in there. There's a shit stain. Yeah.
And that's what your balls look like?
What?
That's what your balls look like now?
No, but I'm saying, people always say, you look younger. Really? Sniff my nuts and see if they're... Take a 23-year-old, take fucking Nicky, wash his nuts, then take my nuts and fumigate them, and put a thing on your eye, like fucking, like a fag on Tuesday night. They put those blinders on.
Why is this your reaction to a compliment? So people telling you look nice, and you're like, smell my nuts.
Because I don't look nice. Why are you lying to me? I'm an old man. I got a chicken thing hanging. Where am I going?
I've seen guys your age look a lot fucking worse.
Oh, yeah, I see them too, because they drink every day,
Yes,
and
yeah.
they ate bad pussy, somewhere they ate a bad, but you get a batch of bad pussy, that'll change you for 2 years.
So those
You
guys that drink and smoke cigarettes every day, though, they're fucked. They're fucked,
and
dude.
women, it doesn't affect us
Yeah.
as bad as fucking women. Like when they keep drinking from 35 on, you take the drinking, the smoking, and sperm, and put those things together. That's a fucking Yakasaki bomb there.
Irish women go to hell quick if it's booze and cigarettes.
And they're beautiful.
And they could be beautiful, and then they hit an age. But smoking and drinking all the time, we're lucky. You're cute. I'm Mediterranean. I'm Sicilian, Greek. It kind of, you got the Mediterranean skin. But when that fair white skin, when they smoke all the time, oof.
I'm Jew. I have terrible skin. But what about, dude? What about like going? I've been featuring on the road a little bit this year, and then I like go to like Iowa or Kansas City. There's some like I've spent all my life on the coast, and people generally try a little bit. There's a lot of people I've met who I'm surprised they left the house. It's pretty when they come up to you online.
You go to Central Jersey, you ask yourself that question every day.
Really?
Why'd this person leave the house looking like this? Why would you leave the house? You didn't comb your hair.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit to look decent.
Right.
Yeah.
Comb your hair, put some Visine, sprinkle some
people
Listerine.
gave up. Yeah,
you don't like brushing your teeth? Listerine your teeth. I don't give a fuck what you do, but it takes some people you see and you're like, it's not going to come back. It's this is not good.
It's over.
And you drink water. You know, I try to drink as much water as I can.
Yeah.
You know, you fucking take your vitamins. They got me on everything now. Ever since I got out of the hospital, they got me on everything. Every fucking amino acid.
Oh, you're on all the shit.
Yeah, I'm even taking mullein oil.
Yeah?
Mullein oil is good for you. It's what the Indians use.
You take fish oil? You do fish oil pills?
I used to, but the piss smells terrible.
Really? I never took it.
Yeah. But then your helmet smells fishy. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that.
No, I don't need that. No.
But it's good for you.
I'm married. I'm having a hard time getting a blowjob as it is.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden I'm going to have an issue smelling? Fuck that.
They forget when you get married. Then you have you have the Christmas blowjob, the birthday blowjob, and the Halloween blowjob. And
Halloween?
Hey, you got to look for it. What's going on? It's November 8th.
Tell her.
You're running late here. It's like the T-Mobile bill. You know what I'm saying?
The Halloween blowjob, she's doing it because
you
it's
got like
not
3
you.
blowjobs a year when you get married. After like 3 years, you're like, all right. They're like, thank God I'm married. No, bitch. It said through sickness or in health, and dick suckings are an option.
They don't, but I gotta be honest with you though. A dick, a dick is an ugly fucking
The fucking ugliest thing in the world.
It's like a deformity hanging off. Like to ask her to do that and be into it, I kind of get that she doesn't want to, but they fucked with you when they first got with them. That's the problem.
I'm explaining one thing to you. There's pretty pussies, and there's ugly pussies, and there's pussies that look like Gaza. They look like fucking. Yeah. I saw a pussy today on the internet. This chick has fucked 1,000 guys. I'm not even going to say her name. She shows a pussy on Twitter, and today she put one out fresh out of the shower, and she showed a camera shot from her pussy. Oh my God, looked like Medusa. It had like a bunch of fucking, you know. And then you get the chubby chicks that have the kid, and the pussy goes in, that innie thing, and you look at it, you're like, nah. God damn it, she's got it. Because you try to guess. Like when you start connecting with her, you start looking at the monkey, going, what do we have down there? Is it a fucking, you know?
Were you good at it? Did you have like a pretty good...
I was always pretty good.
You had a good range? Like you could look at the face and have
I only got like 2 or 3 ugly monkeys. The ones that look like they're built from the inside, and the tucky is all the way in. And you're like, come on, man, I gotta get chopsticks.
But I think all dicks are ugly.
Oh, dicks are disgusting.
Yeah,
and they smell weird. The balls are.
I mean, it's really unbelievable. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I sleep on my left side.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that's what the only nut sweat I get is on the left side of the nut. And it's not like water. It's like you go like that and you're like, Jesus Christ. You got to go in and put soap on it and fucking wash it off. I give it to the cat to smell for a minute.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. If I scratch my ass, I give her a little bit.
What does Gray think of your ball sweat?
Huh?
Does Gray like it?
No, I mean, she never said, yum, yum. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she talks. But you always got to give an animal a whiff, just something.
Oh, shit.
They don't know what that is. I also have a toe. One toe. All my toes are fucking clean.
Yeah.
I got one toe that's got like blisters in it. And I pop it. I just had to put stuff on it the last week. Every night I go, what the fuck is wrong with my toe? And I pop it. And it'd be like a paste, like a fungi paste.
Oh, God.
And one night I put it by my wife. She's like, Jesus Christ. Oh. What's that smell? I'm like, I got to put some stuff on my feet because I had to get that Lululemon. What's that shit that you put all over your body? That shit's good.
What's that?
They have that. The cute doctor invented it. Have you ever seen that? You don't sweat nowhere. Dog, I put it on my fucking feet.
You don't sweat?
No. You put it on your feet, put it on like deodorant, nuts, ass. Just says in the commercial. Put it everywhere.
Oh, wait, Mando? Is it Mando?
Yeah, one of those. That shit works.
Yeah, that's good.
I put it in my asshole because after I shower, you can take the best shower in the world. I got a loofah and I got a little asshole loofah. Right?
You have one just for the asshole?
Yeah, I told you this years ago. I cut the new loofahs.
I forgot about that.
You got a separate loofah for your ass?
Yeah, who wants
That's incredible.
But why would you want to use the loofah on your face
on your ass
and then scrub your asshole with it?
Yeah,
that's disgusting. And you can't use a washcloth because then you always got that little piece of brown or blood.
Well, I was hungry. I was hungry. What
So the loofah really scrubs around the muffler.
Yeah.
You ever seen a chick's asshole and it's kind of brown? It looks like gunpowder residual on the edge. I don't want gunpowder. Not that anybody's going to lick my ass or look at my ass, but just in case I die, they're going to go, that's Joey Diaz. Take a look at his asshole. They're going to go, that motherfucker had a residue from gunshot wounds. So I never wanted that. So I take the loofah and scrub it in that muffler.
Do you ever check to see if it doesn't have the residue?
But here's the problem. When I come out of the shower, even after I loofah my asshole,
Right.
if I take the towel and wipe my ass and I smell the towel, it still smells like ass. So I said, fuck this shit. I'm going to start using Lululemon, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I think it's Mando, and they have body wipes too. It's good shit.
Yeah, it's good shit.
It's really
man.
good. Yeah, it was a woman that
invented
She
it.
probably was with so many dirtbags.
That's what she said. She goes, I sucked 18 dicks and I was 1 for 17. The ball between, think about it. A woman has to go between your legs. That means she gets the asshole, she gets your feet, and on the right, whatever side she's sucking on, the left or right, that outside nostril gets foot, nut, and ass coming at you. Come on.
No, she said that. She goes, there's a part of a crevice that you can't get.
Yeah.
So she made
Put
this.
it in there.
Yeah.
I did. I fucking sit on that thing.
Yeah.
The Mando, that little tub. It's like one of these. It's like one of these nicotine kits. It's that big. I just sit on it for a minute. My hemorrhoids gone. Everything. We're good. Let's take a break. I want to talk to you guys about Nick, the best. We'll be right back. Oh shit! It's nicotine pouches. If you're looking to ditch smoke and tobacco, but still want that nicotine fix, you gotta check out Nick. Nick comes in 10 all-natural flavors, so even if you're a picky dude like me, they'll have something you like. Each pouch lasts 2 hours. 2 hours. So I'll get you through the morning, commute, no problem. Let me tell you something. You put one of these threes in your mouth, my favorite is the berry lemonade, and here you got the strawberry watermelon if you're from the islands, you know what I'm saying? Your Uncle Joey made the switch to nicotine pouches, so what the hell are you waiting for, huh? Right now, church listeners get 35% off when you order Nick through our exclusive link, nykdpouches.com/church, CHURCH. This special offer isn't just for your first purchase. You could use this up to 3 times. Who's better than you? Nobody. Don't wait. Get 35% off now at nykdpouches.com/church. CHURCH. That's nykdpouches.com/church. NYKD products or Nick products are only for adults of a legal age, all right? Every order is age verified, so don't even think about it, you little bastards. Warning, this product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. Let's get the party started, you know what I'm saying? We're back, bitches. Anyway, what else is going on, Paul? You going on tour in March?
Yeah, man, going on tour. I've been home, like I've been waiting, you know, because it's like the year started out. I'm just fucking home. I got 2 kids. My son's a basketball animal. My daughter's good in sports, and then but I want now starting March. I'm going hard. I'm going everywhere, you know.
You know, I fell in love with you when I saw you doing a podcast yelling about comics that call you up to go to the park for the day and throw a frisbee around.
Yeah, you want to do the fucking, you want to do the comedy poker game? Yeah, that's what I want to do. I don't like you when we're at the fucking club. I'm going to sit there. We're going to, a couple we're going to go down to Washington Square Park and throw a frisbee around. Yeah, that's what I'm going to, you know what, honey? Tell the kids I'm not going to be home tonight or today because I'm going, like that. I'm not one of those guys. And listen, sometimes it hurts me. I'll be honest with you.
No, it does hurt you.
It hurts me. It hurts me because I'm not one of these, hey, you want to come to fucking naked roast battle? No, I don't. You know, I want to go on stage. I want to get better. That's the one thing. It's like before pandemic, I should have went harder with the social media for numbers, but I just was getting better. I just wanted to get better at this.
That's all. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
That's way better than social media.
Yeah.
Think of guys that got beautiful social media
Yeah.
and they suck on stage.
Yeah. And
So if you don't have this
right.
to promote,
Right.
you got nothing.
no. And I don't mean nothing against it, like either too. Like people are, oh, Paul, you got to go on Kill Tony and stuff like that. But I did one time, I judged a roast battle and I fucking felt bad. You know what I mean?
See, I can't do that either.
So somebody goes, Paul,
can't do
they
that
told me to come to New York Comedy Club. And they go, just judge a roast battle. These fucking guys are gonna. And this guy, I'm like making fun of this guy's sneakers. I'm fucking, I just a couple things. And all of a sudden, after it's over, he comes up. He goes, hey, Paul. Hey, man, big fan. So nice to meet you. And I'm like, I can't do this shit. I can't fucking judge a paraplegic.
I don't want to judge
doing fucking 1 minute. I can't do it.
It's like when people say,
and it's nothing against Tony.
It's tough.
It's not.
It's
but
tough.
I can't watch somebody come out and fucking do something that I know is so hard, and me kind of shit on it. And I'm Sicilian, dude. If you say something personal to me, I can't handle it. I'll go fuck, you know what I mean?
Why do you think I don't do that shit?
No.
I don't want to be on your fucking stupid roast. I don't want to be a judge.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing in the world, is telling somebody they suck.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you to tell somebody with a dream that you suck? That kid might take it the wrong fucking way.
And
that might be everything in his fucking life.
Yeah.
He goes home at night and cries himself to bed.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell him that the joke was not well written. Who the fuck are you? None of us are fucking, lighting the world on fire with our material. Everybody's saying the same shit anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking the same shit anyway. So what's the difference? So for me, roasts, like you go up there and then somebody roasts you. I don't want to do that because I'm punching the fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll stop what I'm doing and punch in the fucking mouth.
If you talk
because
about
white people get cute. It's not the coloreds or the Mexicans. White people get cute and they say shit. And it's a roast, but I'll fucking kick you in the stomach after the fucking roast.
Yeah, you talk about my kids, I'm gonna fucking bomb your car.
Fucking knock you
I'm gonna bomb your fucking car, dude. I'll show up to your house. And like, I don't need that. I don't want that. That's why I was, before we met, I don't know if I told you this, but before we met, Dom Lombardozzi says, you and Joey gotta connect. Brett Ernst, you and Joey gotta connect. Bill Burr, you and Joey got to connect. And I remember I reached out to you one time, but you were still in LA. I didn't hear back from you. And then all of a sudden, when you came back home, we reached out. But there's like I kind of like the stay to yourself, stay to your family, do your thing. And all you could do is be real and do that stuff. But yeah, listen, I'd rather it be this way than me being doing everything, judging everything, I just don't, that's just not who I am.
Listen, did you start comedy when you didn't have a family?
Yeah.
You had a wife at the time?
Yeah.
Okay, you had a wife. That's even different.
Yeah,
I started comedy when there was nobody around.
Yeah.
And that is poetic justice.
Yeah.
You don't have to be home.
No.
You go out 7 nights a week and do comedy, which is what you really love.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's what you really love.
Yeah.
I had a girl I dated for 4 years. And I spoke to her. We always talk now. But when we broke up, it took a couple of years for us to be friendly. And I asked her, I go, why did we break up? And she goes, I would go back with you in a heartbeat. But I'm not competing with comedy.
Yeah.
She goes, it took me 3 years to realize, her parents would come to town. Like, they want to take you out to dinner. This is L.A.
Yeah.
I'm not in L.A. to go out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your mindset.
Yeah.
You're not in New York to go to dinners or to fucking play the guitar or to go see somebody perform. You're in New York to do comedy.
To get up. 7
nights a fucking week.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. I was in L.A. I know those people. Tonight I'm going to go do this with my girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
In a year, they'll call you. Man, I don't know what's going on. My comedy. Well, you wanted to go to a concert with your girlfriend. You want to go to concerts with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's a girlfriend. It's not a wife. You could tell them to shut the fuck up, that you're going out. And they're not coming because they're a pain in the ass when you do comedy.
Yeah.
I love my wife. You don't see her at no comedy shows, do you? No. I love her. Because I know the situation. It's too cold in here. It's too hot in here.
How long are you going to stay? I want to get home.
How long are you going to stay? I'm tired. The food was cold. Listen, I don't give a fuck if they give you poison.
Yeah.
I'm here to make these people fucking laugh.
Well, my wife said to me, she goes, is this going to be one of those things where you're going to be out till 1? Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm not coming.
In fact, 2 for saying something.
Yeah.
I was 2 for saying something.
Yeah.
I'm not out there cheating. I'm not out there eating strange ass.
Yeah.
I'm out there fucking doing comedy.
Yeah.
I'm out there doing comedy.
Yeah.
And then you get a girlfriend, like I did. And she worked at the Comedy Store. So it was easy. We drove home together at night.
Yeah.
She got off at 2 and I went home at 2. And it was easier and she understood it more. But something happened. I had the kid. So I'm like, what am I going to do hanging out with these jerk-offs?
Yeah.
It got to that point. Even at the Comedy Store and it's, hey, Dad, I'd go down and go, I'd much rather be watching Coco with my daughter, some fucking guy playing skeleton, playing the guitar.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. And then you know, how many people we know? I'll tell you what my wife told me once. We grew up around Rain Pryor used to come to the store. She's a fucking sweetheart. Rain Pryor is a sweetheart. His wife's a sweetheart. But my wife said something to me once. She goes, let me ask you something. If Rain could have her father over the millions he left her, what would she pick?
Right.
Her father. Her father was never home.
Of course.
He was lighting himself on fire.
Yeah.
He was snorting coke with this one and that one. Kids remember that shit.
That's true.
Kids remember that. I only got one go at this.
Yeah.
I got one go at this. I don't have time to go to the Comedy Plaza on Tuesday night to sit there and go up at midnight. I'd rather not.
No.
I could write material, which is even better.
And you know, dude, you're bringing me back to these stories where like I was young and I would make mistakes because I didn't realize. And I'll never forget. I'll tell you a story. I was actually at a bar and I'm drinking, and I'm at a bar with Bill Burr, and he's looking at me. And Bill was always, you know, Bill treated me a way where he was like, "Man, you're gonna do this and that." I see it. Like he would say these things, which were really, but I didn't see it yet because I'm just this young asshole. And he goes, "What are you doing?" And like I had to drive home, and I'm on like 3 drinks. And I'm like one of those, like I think I could, you know, when I was younger, I thought I could beat it, outsmart it. I'll drink, then I'll go get some street meat from one of the fucking Arab dudes. Yeah, then I'll go get an egg sandwich or water and I'll drive home. And I remember I had a little boy at home and it pisses me off to even think about now, but I remember being like buzzed on the ride home. And like, not to the point where I would, you know, but like I shouldn't be driving the car. And I remember, and you know what he said to me? He goes, you know, I know you know what you have. You know, you may think you know what you have at home. He goes, but you don't know what you have at home. And I remember thinking about that. And I'm like, yeah, like I felt like an asshole because I was doing these things that could have really fucking detriment to myself, to somebody else, my career. And I was like, and then like you, I don't want to mention names of the club, but there's a couple comedy clubs that you see these guys at 3 o'clock in the morning just staring at a glass of wine, not going home to anything. I'm like, I don't want to fucking be that guy. I don't want to be that guy staring there, knowing he's just going to pay his bill for his, you know, 1-bedroom or studio apartment to do spots his whole life on a hamster wheel and have nothing to come home to, man. I was like, that's not for me. No, and I didn't want that.
No, I mean, listen, nobody wants to die alone.
Right.
I can't imagine dying alone in a hospital with nobody. Maybe you met some lady at the 55 and over place, you know, on the way out, whatever. Yeah, but whatever the fuck. Like, it tightened me more. Like, having my daughter made me realize my time and how much time I was wasting.
Yeah.
With people, wasting.
Yeah.
Whether it was on the phone. Like, once I moved here, I stopped all that shit. I'm like, these videos of me smoking dope, they went out the window. Just videos and whatever. I looked at my Instagram and I'm like, there was a point when I remember getting up in the morning and it felt like I had to tell people something. So I would go outside, ask Lee, 6:30 in the morning. I'd be in my yard smoking dope, telling people to get up, fucking nobody owes you dick. Your mother blew somebody.
Wait, what do you mean you had to tell somebody something?
Like you feel in your heart. There's 10 comics now. I look at Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's 4 times a day. There's a guy who does wardrobe changes. A comic who does wardrobe changes, does videos with nothing, then videos with glasses, then videos with a Laker hat. And you're like, you know, after a while, how many videos do you put up? How lonely do you feel?
Right.
So when I got here and I looked at wasn't my Instagram as much of my Twitter and my Facebook, and I go, that shit is coming to an end. You feel like everything has to be put on tape.
Yeah.
And you still got people like that in comedy. You can't be around in 2 minutes. Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
Get that fucking camera out of here.
Yeah.
I just got here.
Yeah.
Save it for later. In fact, don't.
Yeah.
Well, here's the hard part though, because it feels like, at least from like a young comic, it feels like the only way to get to a point where I could maybe take the next step is to have social media take off.
No. I'm not. You do, but you're also working on comedy and your social media, and it's 80% comedy,
right,
and 20 social media,
right.
You know.
So it's for people doing just all social media.
He's talking about people that they need so much attention that they'll do anything. Look, I'm making eggs. I'm you know, and
every week, them in the stadium with the picture. You know, every week. You know, every other day, do stand up. Listen, we know you're a stand up.
Yeah.
You know, that's what made me like. We know.
The worst is when somebody famous dies.
Pot.
Yeah.
Stop putting the videos of you smoking pot. They know.
Yeah.
It's over. Knock it off.
Yeah.
You putting up a set every day of you with a ukulele, you with a guitar. Knock it off. Put one up a quarter. That's 15 minutes. That destroys.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, that's 60 minutes. That's a special.
Yeah.
You didn't save no money. You just go to your local comedy club and tape fucking 15 when you're ready.
Yeah.
All of them got cameras now. You don't need 8 cameras in there, and and this is all of them now. It's a dependency. It becomes like
It's like a mental. There's also mentally ill fucking people that are really fucking like the worst is when somebody famous dies. And they go like this, and they go like this, and they go like this, and they never met him. They go, I walked past him and we bumped arms, but he could have been a dick, great guy. It's like you don't fucking know him. You don't know him. You never fucking met him. He farted next to you. It's like what I mean. And they act like they were a part of it because everybody else is posting pictures with this person that they know, and they got to make it about them. It was, Joe Bartnick, a friend of mine. He had a great thing. He said it's been 1 year since all these comics made Robin Williams' death about themselves, and that's the truth.
That's the truth. Yeah.
That's the truth. It's the truth.
It's and that's what my daughter showed me.
Yeah,
I didn't need to do that shit. She's on there now. The last thing I need is for her to see me smoking dope.
No,
my daughter walks into the garage every day, and she looks around. It's like, Dad. She knows somebody in that house smokes reefer. Yeah. She's not going to see me.
Right.
Her knowing and seeing is two different fucking things.
That's true.
She's at an age now. It don't matter. She's 12. I can't hide nothing from her now.
Yeah.
But that really sat me down and go, Joey, what are you doing here? I was getting 15 phone calls from people I met at comedy shows.
Yeah.
That I would give my number to. And half the day, you're taking calls from people. Hey, where are you this weekend? Maybe I'll meet up. I'm at my daughter's karate class.
Yeah.
You think I want to hear from you and your fucking stupidity?
Yeah.
But you're so scared that you have to sell a ticket.
Yeah.
You have to sell a ticket. You have to sell a ticket.
That's...
You have to have these people give you a word, and that's great to a level. After a while, now you're impeding on my time.
Right.
And you can't go on my daughter and my time. Unless you're sucking dick, putting fingers in my asshole, and spitting hundreds out of your pussy, and minimum 10,000, like 10,000's coming out of a pussy. If things and even then, what am I gonna tell my daughter? I cheated on her mother.
Yeah, no.
And she's 12.
Yeah, no.
She's 12. So you look at all these things and go, I don't want to be involved with them at all.
No. And I think the one thing that beats it is quality. Quality is like you said, it's like don't have it 80-20 the other way. Have it 80-20 that way or 90-10.
Comedy is always the most important thing. Your stand-up is always the most important thing because word of mouth, mixed with the social media, mixed with the stars aligning, is going to get you going.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And that's what people don't understand. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time. I see a lot of young comics trying to sell tickets now. Just get good.
Just get good.
Get really good.
Yeah, because
book something to go counterpart the stand-up. Get your little 20 minutes on Comedy Central, whatever the fuck. I don't even think they do specials anymore. I think it's just Netflix and Hulu, and it's a fucking progression.
Yeah.
But even if you go on last host standing and you win and you got 8 minutes, what are you gonna do on the road?
Yeah.
Let's say you got a total of 25 minutes. What are you gonna do on the road when CA signs you? What are you going to do? Is you're going to do 3 shows, and they have to call a guy like me or Paul to come in and headline with you.
That's the truth.
Because the tour ain't working.
No, because you do this fucking dance on TikTok and you sell out a theater. I've had owners go, after 15 minutes of excitement that they're there, there's no show.
There's no show.
There's no show, so people leave upset. They're making the person who was middling go later. Yeah, I even tell people, like, I wouldn't do, and I'm not trying to knock it, but that America's Got Talent, well, first of all, I'm not following a fucking dog jumping through a hoop.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I got a dog's jumping through a fire fucking hoop.
And I hate fucking magicians. I don't want to see a fucking magician.
Yeah. That guy's going to make a card disappear, and then I got to go up on my bullshit. Yeah. I'm not doing that.
No.
But like it's said, all that stuff goes away. Oh, here's the winner of this. It's like, just take time. It's going to take time.
It's going to take time.
And just
look at your calendar and go, fuck it.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about year. I'm talking about years.
Years.
Like if you look at that calendar and go 5 years, 10 people are going to know who I am. And you hope for that. 10 people are going to know who I am. And you hope for that. But if you're thinking like that, you're not going to become a good comic.
Yeah.
The goal is to become a good comic and then let the ocean part like Moses.
Yeah.
It's not, well, I'm trying to sell them. Once you say that to me, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You're trying to sell tickets. It's not going to work. First off, you're going up against 200 people every weekend.
Yep.
200 people
At
that are
least now,
killers that really sell tickets, whether it's theaters, you know. And then you got a lot of D clubs have opened. A lot of C and D clubs, which that's where you'll be looking at, because even if they headline you, nobody cares.
No.
You're not going to go back there when you really headline.
No.
The guy's going to call you, come on back. Fuck you. You guys serve fucking, you don't even serve Coke. You serve that fucking Coke from ShopRite or some shit. You want me to bring my people in there? Get the fuck out of here.
You got to be there 7 days for $6.50.
Yeah. The fuck out of here.
Yeah. That's the truth.
But I did that.
Yeah.
And I knew what it was. You know, I used to come here 2 times a year and sleep on his couch. 3 times a year, and I'd do everything. And then when I'd go down south, I'd sleep at my brother Chris's house. And then I had places. His uncle, I used to sleep on his balcony on the 34th floor in that circular tile. I would just go outside with a blanket. Fucking.
Really?
Yeah, out in the back. I would come home and I was featuring.
Yeah.
I'm getting $500. No apartment, no hotel, nobody pays for your car. You buy an 8-ball, that's gone.
Yeah. I drove to Milwaukee for $350. I lost money.
Oh, yeah.
I drove to Milwaukee to lose fucking $200.
Yeah, that's what we
just
do.
to get in front of a packed crowd. I drove that far, but that's what you got.
It's investments in your career.
That's it.
You got to take a loss. You got to look at it like I'm taking a loss now, but I'll get this back later.
Yeah.
And all those people that come to you and go, dog, I'm doing a party for my dog. Do you want to come do 15 minutes? I can't pay you. I'll give you a sandwich and food. You're punching into a clock. You're not going to get paid today, but if you stick this game out, you're going to get paid for that. Not how you expect it, but there's always something.
Yeah.
And it's the nights I didn't want to go out.
Yeah.
Those are the nights when you make it happen. The nights when you're like, dog, I started Coke on Tuesday. Last night it was out. Wednesday night it was out. I didn't sleep last night.
Yeah.
And you sit on the couch and go, I'm staying in tonight. And then you put TV on and go, I don't think so. And you go down there, you do a set, and somebody comes up to you afterward. I got a week in Jamaica for you.
It happens.
That's how it happens.
No, it happens like that.
The night you don't want to go out.
Yeah. I remember one time, well, 2 things I want to say, but one time, going back to what you said, this guy goes, hey, I got a friend, he's got a bar in New York, he's a fan of yours, he wants you to come down. And I go, that night I'm with my family. You know, I can't. He goes, well, if you want to come down, he'll put you up. He's a fan of yours. And all of a sudden, he puts me on the fucking flyer, which I said no. So then my wife goes, you know what? The kids aren't going to be here, and I'm going to bed. Why don't you go? I go, there's 4 audience members and 11 comedians sitting around. As soon as I got there, I'm like, fuck, I should have stayed. You know what I mean? And I go, all right, well, now I'm here. And I went, and I'm going, what was that joke I was working on? What was that joke I was working on? Long story short, I did a joke that I remembered that I just wrote down. I did it at fucking where the 76ers play. And I got an ovation during it. And I did one of my specials with it. And I traveled in theaters all over with this joke that I just did in front of, that I didn't even want to go and do. But because of that, but I got a great story about you. So it's 2000. The world shuts down. I'm working on 2020. I'm sorry. 2020. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're like, fuck that. So 2020, the world shuts down. Everybody's staying home. Nobody's got anything going on. I'm working on the material that was going to be for my Netflix special. And I would go and walk a track. I'm one of those, I need to think it first. I need to think it first.
Absolutely.
And I would go walk. Even when I lived in Manhattan, I would go walk by the river. I just got to think it and manifest it in my head. And I'm walking. And I remember I saw a clip of you on Rogan. And you were talking about this comic. You're like, yeah, I saw this guy at the store. It might have been Adam Ray, somebody. You're like, I saw him. He's getting good. I remember watching. And I remember I was talking to a buddy of mine. I forgot who it was. And I go, man, yeah. I was like, I wish these dudes like Joey and Rogan saw what I'm doing in the city. Like I want you to be talking about me like that. Like but it wasn't in a bad way.
No,
it was in a motivating way.
Listen, I love what I want to laugh.
Yeah.
I want to laugh.
So I remember walking the track, and I remember talking to the producer of my podcast, and I go, two things I want to do. I go, I want to do a Netflix special, and I was like, and I wish like a guy like Joey Diaz and Rogan would know who I am. Maybe I'll do Rogan's podcast. And both of those things happened within 2 years of me thinking that. And then he ends up, the first time we talked, you called me, you said all these nice things, but like that work that you got to put in. And not to be corny, but when I was knocking doors in Queens and I saw some wild shit. I saw, you want to hear one fucked up thing? I knocked, this fucking chick comes out, half her face beautiful, the other half fucking burnt. And she was angry. And I saw it was fucked up. Then one guy looked like a goblin. And he was like, I said leave. And he was fucking smelled like drugs in there. And he was like, fuck, yeah. Like I saw one chick wanted you, fuck you. It was like, when you go knocking doors in Queens in the middle of the night, anything could happen. But you know what I would do? One guy freaked me out, dude. There was something going on. He was all fucked up. But when I would knock the 10 extra doors when I wanted to go home, I wanted to go home.
That's when you sell.
But when I would knock the 10 extra doors, when I knew every other salesperson was fucking gone, and it was 8 o'clock at night and I should be gone, I would just knock 10 more and I would make my quota for the week. And I became a fucking supervisor at 22 with people fucking 50 years old working under me, because it's the same thing in comedy. I didn't want to go out. I don't want to go out. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go see if this club's going to give me 5 minutes. And then I would get that 5 minutes and I'd get a bit from that. And it was like, the world gives you back what you give it. I really believe that.
Absolutely. The universe is always watching.
Yeah.
And they're seeing that you're on the couch picking your toes, watching TV.
You're
but
right.
they're always watching when you go down there, you got to borrow money to put in your gas tank. And I was in that position a lot. I
Really?
have to knock on my neighbor's door and go, dog, I need $10 till Friday to put 8 in the tank.
Yeah.
And $2 for the tip.
Yeah.
$2 for the tip of the soda they're going to give you. At least you have $2 for a tip. I've been there. I know the universe is always watching. And if you think of something and write it down, like every month I wake up and I write down what I want to do that month.
Yeah.
I only have 4 shows, but I want to do well. What do I need to do well? I need to write jokes.
Yeah.
I need to get on stage a little bit,
Yeah.
just a little bit. I don't want to go out every night now. I don't have the energy.
No.
I don't have the energy. I'm looking for some place to go where it's kind of quiet and you can walk in and walk out. Like Gotham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotham, you can walk in and walk out.
Yeah.
I don't really, I can't see myself doing comedy on a Friday
Yeah.
and Saturday. There's too much going on.
Yeah.
I don't mind like a Saturday. But Friday is no more. I did enough Fridays.
Yeah.
I did enough fucking Fridays, And I don't want to be in a hotel no more. That's the other thing. That Saturday morning, that Saturday in a hotel is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
The Sunday's worse. I go home.
But you go home on Sunday. We don't work the Lord's
No,
Day.
Saturday night I'll drive.
We don't work the Lord's Day.
Dude, you wake up Sunday morning at a casino, you feel like a piece of shit.
No.
Dude, you fucking wake up and you look at the fucking casino floor on a Sunday morning, these fat fucks getting brunch, and you're 4 hours away from home. Fuck that, dude.
There was a casino. I'm not going to say where, because the casino paid a ton of money. They were paying features like $8,000 for the weekend.
What?
For 4 shows. About 8 years ago. And I did it, and they closed down because a comic went on a podcast and talked bad about it. So the Indians told the booker no more comics. But this place is one of those casinos that it shut down at midnight. And I'm one of those motherfuckers. If you're in a casino, that means at 6, if I got to catch a plane, I call room service. Or I could stop somewhere and get an egg sandwich, a real egg, with a yolk. Not that powdered shit at the airport that they give you. So I remember going downstairs. They're like, we don't even open till 9.
Yeah.
The place was shut down from 12 to 8. And you're sitting there hungry.
Yeah.
And people complained about it, and I guess, but they paid you. Those Indians,
Oh, they pay. Yeah.
they don't fuck around, dog.
No, they pay.
Those motherfuckers lift the rock, Jack.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, because they don't they don't want you talking about the gigs.
No.
Yeah.
But I would never talk bad about a gig. What the fuck? It's a good gig.
I
mean, now we think about the gigs we did 20 years ago. And you go, what the fuck was I thinking?
They were taking advantage of me. That piece
Yeah, they
guy
were
was a
taking
piece
advantage of you.
shit,
And just the people you work for.
Yeah.
Like I went to the club one time and somewhere in Texas, like off the beaten path. And the owner comes out and he's a good dude, big dude, biker. His wife had the biggest tits, but real big tits. And she was good looking with a thin waist. I mean, they were fucking jugs. And they went to jail, both of them, because they robbed something together. They own a company and they robbed the company.
Oh, shit.
They both got shut down in jail. But that's the place where this family comes up to me after the show. It's 4 of them, and all of them were ugly. They all had fucked up haircuts. Like somebody, Lee, snap out of it. Somebody cut their hair like this, and that's 150, Lee. Now you're starting to worry me. We got to go into serious
I'm doing
training.
fine.
You over there fucking drifting off into Chaz Palm and Terryville.
Like, what? Chaz didn't take anything, did he?
Huh?
Oh, Chaz got fucked up.
No.
Oh, you
Even
fell.
Chaz was asking, "What's wrong with you, Lee?"
Yeah, I got 400 last week. Now I can see I'm fine now.
150. No, you're not. I can light a cigarette in your eyeball. That's how red it is. It's like the cherry.
Yeah, you look like you look how I want to feel later tonight when I lay down.
yeah.
You good, huh?
I guess.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? Oh, the family. They come up to me and they're like, "Man, that was a funny show." I'm like, "Okay," and I shook his hand, and he hadn't washed his hands.
Oh.
It was like grit on it, and underneath was like butter. He put his hand in butter and then put like sand on it.
Oh, my
And
God.
he went out that night. I remember shaking his hand going, "Oh, God." And I go, "All right, good to see you guys." They go to me, "We want to take a picture." I go, "Right." And I'm like, I got to hug these people.
Oh shit.
And I go over and I'm like, "All right, who's going to take the picture?" Like, "We don't know. We ain't got a phone." And I go, "Even if we
the
take
fuck?
a picture, how am I going to send it to you?" Like, "We don't want it. We just want to take a picture." I was like, "This is fucking..." Like, you remember all those fucking things.
You remember, man.
And when you're in a theater and there's 800 people there, you think of that.
And
when
you know-
come out and you go, that's where you get your strength from.
And we do it so much, and we've done it so much that you remember those moments. I got one for you. I'm at Cleveland Hilarities, and there's a couple. I remember this big black dude takes his wife out for her birthday, and they're in the front, and I'm up there doing my thing, and just in the middle of my set, he goes, "Bitch, shut the fuck up." What the fuck did I say? And he starts stomping on the thing, and then he's looking at me with this ice grill, and I'm going, "Well, what's going on?" He goes, "Man, shut the bitch, fucking bullshit." And I was like, I'm looking like, "Yo, can somebody? Is there security?" A 5'2" skinny white kid who looked like he should be. He wasn't even big enough to walk, and he just comes in, "Excuse me, sir," and I'm like, he could have taken his kid and thrown him through the back of the fucking stage. And they're outside screaming. But you remember in all the things, we do hundreds of shows a year, but I'll never forget that. I'll never forget when somebody approached the stage, things like that. You don't forget those moments.
No.
And when we're all said and done and we're fucking sitting in a rocking chair ready to retire, you remember that shit. You're gonna remember that, man. I was scared though. That was a scary one. And by the way, fuck any club or any venue that doesn't have the right security because they want to save money. And by the way, you've mentioned it before. Shout out to Gotham, because Gotham has XNYP. Listen, you fuck around there. They'll throw you out on your fucking head. They'll open the door with your fucking head at Gotham. They do it. Old school detectives, retired NYPD. No, and they're sitting there and they got a trench coat and a fucking hat.
Yeah, and
I'm
they're
not even
good guys.
joking. And
they don't give a fuck. You're smoking dope with 3 hands.
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
And if somebody talks, they have the one. You know what they did? Chris Mazzilli. Shout out to Chris Mazzilli. One time somebody was online hammered drunk, and before they got in online, and he just goes, "Hey, buddy, it's not going to happen tonight." And the guy goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're not going in the showroom." And you're, "What the fuck I paid?" He goes, "Here's 4 tickets for any show you want to come to. You're not getting in there tonight." And it develops a culture. These cops go up, "Excuse me, don't talk. One more time, you're out. If you talk another time, you're fucking out." Then you got people, "Oh, we like the interaction because we don't." No, it's like you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay, and you're letting the comedians. There's a comedy club in Jersey I'm not going to mention that fucked me. And they don't think I know they fucked me. And I know they fucked me because I'm able to deal with it. I can go to my act and kill with my act and do it. I've been doing it long enough. But then you got to stop and deal with 5 animals that have been doing shots and drinking since 4 o'clock. And you got to shut them down. Then you got to go back to your shit. You could do it. And they don't want to pay security because they know you could do it. It's bullshit. They know. They know.
Sometimes you got to steam.
And what's it cost? What's it cost to give
Sometimes
somebody?
you got to steamroll over those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just give people a look.
Oh, yeah.
And then if the next thing is, dog, you're embarrassing your girlfriend. Nobody wants to embarrass their girlfriend. They shut the fuck up and steamroll. Like, you don't know. Dog, I had the weirdest thing that happened to me when I shot my special.
Oh, yeah.
Dog, all your life you're waiting to shoot a special.
Where was this?
Chicago. Rosemont.
Rosemont.
Great room.
Fucking great room.
Love that
You
room.
can light yourself on fire in that room.
I
It's a great
love
room.
that room.
and there's a dude who's drunk. And it's one of those dudes that she wanted to come to the show. But he was like, fuck him, he's not funny.
Oh, yeah.
One of those dudes because he's jealous that she wants to go to the show.
Yeah.
So he comes anyway, and he was doing that shit in front of me. And at one point, I was just getting my right foot ready. And I was just going to kick him in the fucking neck. I go, I'm going to ruin everything. But this motherfucker's going to go down hard. I'm going to kick him, karate kick him in the jugular. Because I was right there. I could have just field punted his fucking head.
Yeah.
And again, a little skinny white dude came over,
Yeah.
tapped him on the shoulder, said, knock it the fuck off, or I'm going to throw you the fuck out. And he just sat there the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Wouldn't look at me and shit. Fuck those motherfuckers. Yeah. I told Chaz last week, I had a kid with a microphone one time. And Denver at an open mic. I hit him so hard. It was one of those Puerto Rican mics that the batteries are in it.
Oh, yeah.
And the batteries flail everywhere. I don't have time, man. I don't have time for those hoes.
No.
We're up there doing a job. And now, listen, as you mature as a comic, you learn more.
Of course.
You know, that's the other thing about comedy. You need to do, I don't know how many fucking sets to be, you know, like it takes, like, and then it takes you a couple sets to get warmed up. But once you find your rhythm again and the patois and the old words start coming to you, you're a fucking savage up there.
Yeah. It comes back like a bike.
Do you guys still have like fun? Because like you guys were talking about money a little bit, and that's like the ultimate goal. But I always get paid at the end, and I'm never getting paid that much. But I like the amount of money I got paid never really affected how much fun I had on a show. Like, do you guys still have fun doing the shows you guys do?
For me, money never. I love it so much when you're up there doing it and you do the new bit and the new bit works or a new bit needs tweaking, but you know it has a chance. And I'm thinking of that, and then all of a sudden you get paid and you're like, oh shit, I mean, listen, I love the money, but I look at it as like just a secondary
so
thing.
Much fun. And it's like you were talking about doing drives. I drove to to Soul Joe's. It was like a 2.5 hour drive each way. And I didn't even ask about money, care about money. It was just, and and you were talking about it like it's like clocking in, but the whole thing's fun. Like even like the drive, like I'm sure if you're doing it for like 20 years and nothing's happening, it can get old.
But like if I'm at the dojo, like if I come in, I see you at the dojo, and I see you there, and me and you and who is there with us, Aaron Berg and some people we know. When we're there sitting around and he fucking guy brings out pizzas and we're just shooting the shit, talking, that camaraderie, that's like our locker room. There's something that I realized the older I got, how special that is.
That's very special.
With the right people.
With the right people.
With the right people, you know. But when you got somebody cool and you're like, hey man, did you see the game? And you're eating pizza. Oh, how was I saw you were in Seattle. How was that? And you just do that. That's the fucking best. And then nothing's worse than when you get a fucking asshole in there.
Nothing's worse when you're a feature act. And you work with a shit headliner out of town. That also sucks too. And that happens to a lot of features. Not anymore because headliners bring their own feature now. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
But when I was coming up, I worked with headliners that were shitheads. And I understood why they were still doing these rooms.
You mean mean to you?
Yeah, mean to us, mean to everyone. I still remember asking them all, should anybody ever move to L.A.? At that time, I wasn't even thinking of L.A.
Right.
And all of them were like, so I lived there for 82 years and nothing ever happened. I never got a set at the fucking Improv on a Sunday night, you know. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But they were all cut from the same thing.
Yeah.
All those headliners at that time I was doing one-nighters with were guys that had done comedy for 20 years, lived in L.A., and now their motto was, you got to be gay to live in L.A., you know. Yeah. You got to suck dick if you want to make it as a comic. Okay. Yeah. We all suck dick to make it as comics.
Yeah.
But, and you get that negativity.
Yeah.
Like that were turnoffs to me. But the problem with me was, after like 2019, I started to, it was regurgitating. It was the same shit.
Yeah, it was a hamster wheel.
And at one point you go to yourself, how many times am I going to come to Tempty? How many times?
Yeah.
How many times this lifetime am I going to come to the Houston Improv? Or how many times am I going to go to Hilarities? I got nothing against those rooms.
Right.
But this is what you got to ask yourself on Thursday night when you get back to your hotel room and your wife's calling you and the kid wants to say night, you know. So it was burning me out. And I was just doing it for the money. I really wasn't having fun before the pandemic.
Really?
For how long?
It was about a year and a half. It was just business.
You were just going for the
It was
check.
work and to pick up a check.
Yeah.
It was work and to pick up a check. Oh, you sold this show. You want to add another one? Sure. I'm there already. You know what I'm saying? I'll go up there.
Yeah, you go up.
And do 45 minutes of shit and go up there and do the best I can. And when I took the time off, I noticed, I said to myself, if I ever go on the road again, it's got to be with a couple guys. I'd rather take less money and laugh my ass off.
Have your boys with you.
Light a fucking fire in the hotel like a Motley Crue movie.
Yeah.
If we're not going to do it that way, stay home.
Right.
You know, I want to stay out till 3.
Throw a fucking TV out the window to the
throw
swimming
a TV
pool.
out. How good is that?
Oh, when they threw the fucking TV out the window.
Then the table, the guy looked, what's going on? They threw the table out.
That's great.
You know, and it's like everything. The thing that I say to myself now, before I go on stage, and it's worked, is Joey, you got to have fun.
Yeah.
And you got to tell jokes for you.
Yes.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's when you really go, I like that joke, bitch.
Yeah.
Why? Because it makes me laugh.
Yeah. When you do it for yourself, that's it. But that's also experience too, right?
And when they see that you're laughing,
Yeah.
when they see that you're actually, not like, when they see that you're fucking bent over,
Genuinely having fun.
going, holy
Yeah.
shit, I can't believe that came out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
best.
they think that I just wrote this. Like, I was at Starbucks all day coming up with this. No, this came out from me just unleashing on them because I don't give a fuck at this point.
Right. That's the best.
You ever read Judy Carter's book?
No.
Well, anyway, Judy Carter has a workbook. You know, I read the book 82 times. She's supposed to be this big comic. I never bumped into her in L.A.
Okay.
Not even at the coffee shops. Where's Judy Carter? Where's Judy Carter? That book has sold 10 million copies.
Really?
And they keep revising it every couple of years.
I just bought it. I haven't started reading it yet.
No, I know you wouldn't, you fuck. It's better than the other one. Then there's the Bob Hope writer. He's good, but he's kind of nerdy. His work shit is... But Judy Carter always said to start with shit that you hate. If I'm tricked up on stage, I just start hating. You know what fucking bothers me? A dude in the right-hand lane. You know what bothers me? A motherfucker who wears cologne.
Yeah.
Anything, just to get that hatred up.
Okay.
You know? So for me, it was a catch-22. I want to be funny and I want to have fun, but I got to be angry.
Right.
I got to unleash on them. I like something to always happen before I go on stage. Somebody to say something stupid.
So you have the edge.
Yeah, like 2 gay guys who have the same cell phone. I just gotta
You gotta see
I just gotta see something that's gonna go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, so what happens? Yeah, so that's actually an interesting question. So when you're on stage happy and in a good mood, it affects you?
No, but your goal is to go out there and be happy. And no, fuck being happy. Your goal is to go out there and have a good time for you.
For yourself.
And that good time will roll into the energies of the audience.
Yeah.
They have to, unless they just came from a wake.
Right.
You know, even if it takes you 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're up there talking about shit they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then you start leveling them. And they start getting up, and now... Whose fucking phone is that?
It's a car.
I think that's one of ours.
It wouldn't be mine. Mine's down the street a little bit.
Yeah, yours is down the street. Yeah, please. I don't know. Thank you. Ooh, it almost hit the fucking light.
Nice
Yeah,
catch.
sorry about that fucking alarm outside, guys. That could only happen to us on a Monday night.
They probably won't be able to
Fucking
hear
man.
it.
What, brother?
They might not be able to hear it.
Listen to it. It's been going
We
for
can
15
hear it, but
fucking
microphones
minutes.
hopefully pick.
Do you know what's fun? Do you know what we would do too? Is like going on the road, but going and doing something you wanted to do, like planning the show to go to a game or something like that. So you're like, hey, we're gonna go see this football game.
Absolutely.
And that's the best.
But then you get sick of hanging out on Sunday. I used to go see everybody on the road. Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would go to the Dallas Improv, and on Saturday go to the Chuck and Jive, and sit in there. Somebody will give you tickets.
Oh shit.
Somebody's always in there.
That's
I went to see the Giants against Dallas opening. It was 115 on the field. Even fucking that deodorant wouldn't help me.
You know what? I never been to a boxing match in my life. Ever.
I haven't been to a boxing match since I was a kid. But you're in luck. Are you working this weekend?
I don't. Why? What's going on?
Saturday, I got tickets for an amateur fight in Homedale, New Jersey. Some of my friends are fighting on a card. Some of them go down there.
I got all excited. I was like, wait, is there a pay-per-view at the Garden?
No. Where's my man John?
My man,
I train at
my man John in Homedale is gonna fucking.
Nah, man. When I was breathing better, I was boxing. Now I go there and I gotta do like 10-minute workouts. But it's a juice box in Freehold, tremendous. They train you and then they sell Mexican food.
What?
And they sell organic juices like fucking pineapple juice and cantaloupe juice and fucking, they have all these healthy mixes, recovery juice. It's fucking great. The kid that trains me is, I fucking forget now that I'm not in front of him, Jose or something.
You do everything.
You have to.
You do karate. You do boxing.
I haven't
you do
jiu-jitsu since October 8th because I had the pus coming out of my ear. I don't want to get it on somebody's
But you're like
hand.
people like you're an active dude, man.
Well, what else are you going to do?
Right.
If you don't use it, you'll lose
That's
it.
true.
Okay? I was in the hospital for 8 days. 5 and then 3. I could be honest with you guys because you're all family. That's not me. When I got out of the hospital, those first 3 days, I felt it. My muscles, just 5 days in the hospital room, and I took a shower, I washed my pussy. By the time they come to get blood at 7:15, I'm already showered, grease in the hair, I'm smoking. I get my little breakfast. The breakfast wouldn't come till 9. I would go to the cabinets and steal like 4 things of Rice Krispies with orange juice and go back to my room, and then I'd walk around a little bit. But when I came out, I'd tell you guys I wasn't strong at all. I had a couple fucking days that were, I'm like, Joey, it's tough to build up, but it's so easy to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it takes us a long time to lose weight or to get stronger. But in those 20 days, I lost everything.
Right. It's a short amount of time you lose it.
You lose everything.
You lose
so I had
it.
to start from scratch.
Yeah.
And all I could do was lift weights. So every day I had to lift 5 minutes, 8 minutes. Now, today I did 25 minutes. I did overhead presses, I did some bench presses. I got to breathe through my nose and go slowly, which is even better for your muscles.
Do you have the stay-at-home sauna? The home?
No, I go to red light sauna.
Oh, okay.
I went this morning.
Because I bought one for house. You just go in at one person. You sit down. Thing cranks up to like 150. You're just pouring sweat 20 minutes, and it's good for your heart.
Dog,
Everything.
I went in there today, and my body needed it because after the first minute, I started smelling that titty juice. That titty sweat started coming out of me. It starts dripping from the back, and then your hair opens up. I know. You're getting sleepy. Remember those movies in the 70s? You're getting sleepy.
If I did what you did, you guys would just be able to put a camera on me, and there would have been no
your
show.
feet would have been up.
Oh, dude, I'd be foaming at the mouth, crying. I'd be all fucked up, dude. I start seeing shit. I start thinking of my wife, dude. I get all fucked up, dude. Oh, dude, I start reminiscing about sad shit when I get really fucked up like that. Yeah, not with a cocktail, but you know, it's funny. You had me thinking about the hospital. My grandfather told my grandfather he went to the hospital and he never wanted to leave. He never wanted to leave the hospital. So my father went there and goes, you know, I got to take him out. And he goes, Tommy, my grandfather called. He goes, Tommy, leave me the fuck alone in here. I'm staying, because he didn't want to go back to my grandmother because she broke his balls. You know, he would sneak ice cream. He had emphysema. I didn't realize we have emphysema. You can't ice cream and shit like that. It's no good for you. But he would sneak it and want it, and she would always break his balls. So he said, keep me in the fucking hospital. So he just stayed in the fucking
He
hospital.
wouldn't do that now after he sees the bill I got from the hospital. It's $100,000 for 5 days.
What?
It was $100,000.
What?
$21,000 a day. They're not fucking around. I mean, I have insurance. I ended up paying like $5,000.
Right.
$100,000.
$100,000.
She told me what they were charging. Like, they won't let you bring your prescriptions in. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Because they'll charge you extra $18 for that pill.
Well, he was
I was taking 30 pills a day at $20 and fucking 3 tetanus shots, fucking the shit that you don't clot up with. They would shoot me with everything at $20 a fucking shot. No wonder.
Yeah. Well, my grandfather rested, so he was at that VA hospital in the Bronx.
Oh, that's...
The VA hospital. They just killed him. You know, they don't... The VA hospital fucking killed him.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck.
The VA hospital don't fuck around.
You know, we didn't know if he was getting delusional or if it was true, but he said they were tying him down. You know,
yeah, they don't fuck around.
He said
they don't fuck around.
He was like, they were tying him down. He said these old women were all pissed off, yelling at him, telling him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
because he was trying to get. And they tied him down, so we didn't know.
They don't get paid enough at the VA. Especially now with fucking
Rest his soul.
with Elon Musk, they ain't getting nothing. Pretty soon they won't even be minimum wage, dog. Elon Musk is cutting everything.
I mean, Elon Musk. Did you
He
see how
ain't
much
fucking
money
around.
he cut down?
Oh, please.
I mean, he cut, but I didn't realize what some of the shit we were
He's
spending.
going to start cutting the staff down at New York Comedy Club. He's going to walk in there. You only need 2 waitresses tonight. That motherfucker. He's cutting sneaker
He's
sizes.
gonna go to Gotham. We don't need 4X cops. Get fucking 2 of them out of here.
Get one. That's it. One could fight them all.
But I didn't realize though, some of the things that I heard, I didn't realize we were spending like $300 million on shit that was like, you're like, we're never even gonna need some
You remember years ago they were building something? Not to insult you, Paul. Where you been?
What do you mean?
Where the fuck you been? 20 years ago, they had a thing on 60 Minutes. They were building a fucking something to training.
Oh yeah.
And they had to go over there and get the sand at like 80,000 a fucking pound. They bought like 20,000. Cocaine's cheaper. They could have made the fucking thing out of coke, and it would have been cheap, and they could have sold it after they stepped on it and shit. They fucking,
No, but they were spending money on like transitioning animals.
Oh yeah. No.
Like they wanted to see if a cat could be a fucking dude. I'm not.
Yeah,
they were
is that
doing
real?
some. No, they were doing some like they wanted to test out transgender things on animals. I'm not even in like another country. And Elon Musk was like, "What the? I'm not even Google it. I'm not even fucking around unless somebody lied to me." But I should have been more. No, but that's
You be fucking. Why do you think everybody goes for government contracts?
right.
Because they pay a ton of money.
Yeah.
And they don't know what the fuck you're doing. You send them a book report every 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing this. Yeah. Check with us again. The monkey and the monkey and the fucking the skunk died. You know what I'm saying? We got him to fuck, but it was the only transgender animal we have is a pigeon. And that's because his name is Murray. He's Jewish. Whatever the fuck. And they'll buy that, dog psychiatry.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That's white people
We chopped
shit.
the cat's dick off. Now it's walking
Yeah, now
different.
I mean, I don't want to get political up in this bitch, but I knew it was spending. Today I saw something. Somebody going, Kamala should have won. And I'm like, who would have said something like this? Because all these people claim to love America. If you love America so much, why would you let 20 million fucking people from other countries come in here and we don't have nothing on them? We don't know about anything.
No.
You know what they're planning against us already. You know who they let in? The people who burnt down L.A. I guarantee they came in through that. Those are professionals. Those are professional lighters.
No,
They came with a bunch of bigs.
They actually they actually caught people. They said
They came with a bunch of bigs.
in other news, gas station are losing big lighters everywhere.
Fuck
no,
yeah.
but they caught arsonists. They caught.
Yeah,
some
they
of
caught
them.
them afterward.
Yeah.
The ones that want to be copycatters, the sick ones. Whoever did that Gaza hole,
Oh, okay.
that was a professional fucking hit. That's a professional hit
Yeah.
with fire. Even Jews can't do that. Like Jews are professional in like burning businesses.
Yeah.
Like when you see a business on fire in Queens, there's always a Jew outside. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We lost everything. They double insured it last year. They got Israel. Yeah, they got Israeli money and that shit. They're the kings of burning business. That's why you call it Jewish lightning.
Yeah.
A Jew couldn't even burn that fucking thing. That thing looks like Gaza, man.
Yeah.
That was hit with something. That
Yeah.
was hit with something.
Yeah.
Like a new laser. That was hit with something, man. Then there was no water, no
water.
fire hydrants. Listen, once I don't even know what really happened because after I heard like 3 or 4 things, I know they're lying.
Right.
I'm like Henry Hill's wife. And when I look at your eyes, I know that you're lying. And she throws the vice at him.
With your ready-made whore.
It's her ready-made whores. Listen, after you get so old and you've been involved in so many things.
Yeah.
That you hear that shit. After like the second line, you go turn it off. This guy's bullshitting me.
You know what?
They're bullshitting me.
It's true, and you said something before where you were like, oh, these people don't love America. I was in Florida and I got in a Uber, and the driver was from Syria, and he's sitting there and he's a big dude, and the only reason why he was allowed to be here is because he had a wife from here and he had 2 children, and he's driving me from Orlando to the train station, and he goes, you people here. So he said to me, I'll never forget this. One of the only rides where I really fucking took what the driver said. He goes, you people in this country, he goes, you don't know. And he was like, I'm lucky to be here. He goes, in Syria, You're walking through the streets, bombs going off. If you speak one thing against the government, it's even now, to this right now, if you speak against the government or you say one bad thing, we could go on podcasts and say all this shit. CNN could say CNN. If you even word of mouth gets out that you're talking against them, you could be killed or tortured and your family. And there's rockets. People are just getting killed in the streets, getting blown up. He goes, and I never forget the way he said this. He goes, you people here, he goes, your media, he goes, very bad. He goes, you listen to things. He goes, you have no idea what you have here in the United States. And like, I really kind of took it because he was like, I'm lucky to be here because my wife is from here. But he's like, he goes, I've been all over the world. He goes, this is the safe haven. This is the best fucking, and you take it for granted, man. You do.
Well, I'm a spick. And I came here and I couldn't speak English. And I remember those years. I really remember that. And I remember learning English and how excited I was about learning English, and I wanted to be like Dick Van Dyke. You know, all that shit it builds something. And my mother wouldn't go to a Met game unless she could see the national anthem. My uncle's 85. He still goes to Dodger games, and he goes for hitting the national anthem. He gets up on the 7th inning national anthem. Those revolutionary Cubans, Fidel took everything from them.
Yeah.
So they came here, and they probably got a little handout. There was no fucking immigration loans in those days for 3 points. And, you know, today, when you're parked up the corner here, when you make the right onto Kennedy Boulevard, before the left from Route 3, as you're making the left, you sit there at that light and look at what's going into the city. So you're pulling up off the 3. You just went by the fucking dirty hotel, and you're about to make a left on Kennedy Boulevard. And underneath, you have like that where it spins, and you could either go to ShopRite or whatever. Right there, it says, welcome to Union City, the world's largest embroidery capital of the world. And that's why all the Spanish people came here. Because when they got to Miami, there were billboards that said, come to Union City, a land opportunity. Come fucking make sweaters, whatever you fucking gusanos do.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, I remember being a kid, and that was the hottest thing to steal in Hudson County, was those big boxes of thread. Oh, I would steal like 3 of those a week. They were like $75. You know what I'm saying? That's an 8-ball where I come from. And army patches, you know, that's all done here. But there's something about even this, you know, everybody was waiting for Trump to become president. And I see that. And the big slogan was to make America great again. 2 people can't do that. That starts with us.
Right.
It starts with us. Mm-hmm. It doesn't start with, you know, fucking some president putting whatever the fuck he's doing, cutting everybody off, and there's not even going to be a lunch lady no more. He's getting rid of the lunch ladies. Fuck him. You know, I mean, and he's a good president. I'm not saying nothing bad about it. I don't want to turn this into a political conversation, but to make America great again, we all have to be involved.
Everybody's got a chip.
Little by little.
Yeah.
You asking me what I'm doing? At least I'm not lying. I'm over here talking shit, letting these motherfuckers know how I feel. That makes America better too. Instead of being those people, oh my God, everything's...
I'm afraid to say how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a post from I'm 62. This guy's 65. He came from a very wealthy family, even though he always hides it. And he tells people he's a writer in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. This guy hasn't even written a fucking paragraph. He's one of those guys. They gave him a job in the height of MTV, and he's been living off that credit. Yeah. And he wrote something.
You know how many writers in LA sell real estate?
Yeah.
They're all fucking...
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
This guy is filthy rich. They all walk around like they got no money. Yeah, I gotta get a job. Why? He's getting 30 G's a month. Why are you lying to me? You got a Volvo, your kid's got a Volvo, the wife's got a Mercedes, but you need money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm so stressed out, I got a deadline. For what?
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger? You ain't writing.
Yeah, you ain't right.
You haven't written in years. Knock it off. And he's one of these guys that's always at the SAG award, the SAG protest. He's at every political thing. Every time, like, now you're not supposed to buy anything on Friday. Did you hear about that?
No.
Friday is no consumer day. You
Every
can't
Friday?
go online. Yeah, that's if you're a Kamala Harris fan, you can't buy anything. You're blacking out everybody.
What?
Don't drive. Don't. Yeah.
Are you
fucking kidding me?
You...
You know, but he has the thing up. But the best, he's 65.
Yeah.
And after Selena went on to cry, he put, I side with Selena Gomez. And I felt bad. Because I like for somebody to grab and go, you're a 65-year-old man. and you're siding with a little young, confused, rich girl that is completely oblivious to reality,
Yeah.
let me go smack you in the mouth.
Selena Gomez has $500 million. She could cry about anything. And who the fuck's got time to make a sign and go protesting? Could you imagine? Send your afternoon?
That means you got a trust fund.
What?
Protesters all walk there looking dirty, but they hide the Mercedes a mile away, and they walk.
Dude.
I lived in Boulder. You lived in Boulder with me. A bunch of dirty white kids.
Oh.
They pull up at your house with a rocket ship, a $200,000 car. But meanwhile, I need money. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Your dad just bought you a $200,000 fucking missile.
Yeah.
And I'm broke, man. I need a job. And they got the dirty feet and the long hair. And why?
You know what I heard? What's nice? I heard in Florida the car could hit the protester in Florida.
Oh, that's not good for me.
DeSantis,
It's like that.
DeSantis was like, look, dude, if you block the fucking road and somebody's got to get...
I'll tell you, when you said you were young and stupid before, I wouldn't have picked up that hitchhike on the RFK, whatever, the FDR.
Yeah.
I just would have hit him. Who's going to say that's target practice right there? Just give him a little nip. Bah!
Fucking boof.
And he just hit his leg. Oh! Just keep walking.
Did you see what that black guy had his daughter in the car? He said he had to go to the hospital. It was all these, protesters, these white people making a chain across the thing. This guy gets out of the car. He goes, "Get the fuck out of the way. My daughter needs to go to the hospital." Dude, and they push him away. But in some states, you're in trouble if you move them. It's assault if you move them. It's assault if you push them away. I'm going to tell you right now, my daughter or son needs something, I'm showing up with dead protesters on the hood of my fucking car.
Seat. I go onto my seat, I get the gun, I give it to you, and I go out like a gentleman and go, I got to go through. I got to go to the bathroom. You understand me? I'm 62. I got to take a piss.
Yeah, dude.
That's going to go all over me. So please open up. But we're not. Okay. Bah! Broom, broom. Put it right in fucking extra key. I got you take the gun out. Just shoot the windshield. Just shoot the fucking windshield. Bah! And you'll never see all those white pussies jumping over that bridge. Amigala, they'll think it's fucking ice. Amigala, they think it's ice and they're white. And they're running. They're jumping off that bridge over to fucking Brooklyn. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude,
with their fucking Birkenstocks on and go fuck yourself. And the biggest problem,
Isn't it Birkenstock?
Yeah, those fucking sandals. These white women wear those things. They're so comfortable.
I was like, they make
Look
socks
at your
too.
Foot. Those women wear that shit.
Yeah.
And they got the ugliest feet. It's always a woman with a size 10 and a half.
Yeah.
You look at their foot and you're like, do you really want to expose that fucking piece of chopped meat? Put that in a fucking boot. You don't wear Birkenstocks. I see a woman with Birkenstocks, all I can smell is a filthy ass and a filthier fucking pussy. And we'll end the show with that. When I see a woman with Birkenstocks, I can tell your ass smells to death. And forget about your little yeast-infected, period, dried pussy.
Oh, shit.
It's got to smell like...
I don't think I'm ever going to call it Birkenstock again. No. I'm never going to call it Birkenstock.
I'm sorry, I get all emotional about Birkenstocks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
That's why I got. That's question number one of Judy Brown. You got to write about what you hate, fucking Birkenstocks, and women who wear them, and the women who they don't color their toenails. Them I'll hit with a car. If you're gonna wear those Birkenstocks, you're gonna come out with a size 12 foot. You better put some tint on that fucking.
Yeah.
You better put some tint on that.
What color do you like? Does it matter what color?
No, white, red. You got to put something.
Yeah.
The foot is always whiter than death. Because black people don't wear Birkenstocks. You don't see Mexicans with Spicks with Birkenstocks. Not even these new little jungle Spicks. You don't see them with Birkenstocks.
You don't see Italians with
no.
Italians don't wear them
That's
either.
a white lady that drinks ginger and don't eat meat. You ever smell women's pussy when they don't eat meat?
No.
When a woman tells you she's a vegan, run. Run. Because the outside smells good because they wash it. It's once you put those two fingers in, it starts going. Smell that room after that. Your fingers will stick together. They gotta eat meat.
You said vegans?
Vegan women, their pussy's fucking ranch. I lived in Boulder. You could smell it through the pants when you're walking.
Really?
Like something don't smell right.
Really?
Yeah, women who are vegans, their snatches are fucking dirty because the pussy's clean, the soap. It's inside. They need that meat. They need that protein. So you dip your finger in there and start, you know, when you go, and everybody gets hot, you're moving your little hips and shit.
What do you think vegan balls smell like?
I don't know, but, you know, that's a good question. And only you would think about that.
Oh my God, dude.
Give me some dates, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to be, guys, check me out. Check out my new special too, Reasonable Man. It's on my YouTube. March 13th, I am going to be at the Den Theater in Chicago. 27th, Tempe, Arizona Improv. 28, 29, Mic Drop in San Diego, California. And I'm going to be at the Denver Comedy Works on March 30th. Oh, and we just added Pittsburgh and Cleveland, March 21 and 22. Go to paulvirzi.com for all the dates, man. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Anytime.
Dude.
Your family.
This is so fucking fun.
April 17th and 18th, Moon Tower. 17th is sold out. 18th is still available. NJ Pack, the 27th of June for the North to South Festival. And tickets just went on sale for May in the City of Brotherly Love, Parks Casino. So jump on that. What do you got, Lee?
I'm in New York through the week, so check my Instagram. And then March 1st, I'm opening up for Steve Simone at Soul Joe's. And then March 7th, I'm at Laugh It Up in Poughkeepsie.
You're fucking beautiful.
Nice.
I love you, Paul.
How great of a guy is Steve Simone?
Tremendous. He's a Catholic's Catholic.
Yeah. Every time I go to Tampa, he's actually to a church.
He's better than a priest. Like they should, like the Pope, he's gonna die. Fuck him. That dude looks like a fucking pedophile. And I'm a Catholic.
No.
Oh yeah, he looks like an old pedophile. I could see him in a disco in New York in the 70s, jumping up and down with a bishop shoot on. You know what I'm saying? I could see, especially with that big head now. He's a cum swallower.
Steve Simone's the closest thing to a saint.
He is.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Until you show him a nice pussy, I guarantee he loses his mind. I love you guys. Have a great week. We'll be back next week. Tip top Magoo. Love you.
6 fat Mexicans tomorrow. It's all over. COVID starts all over again.
Is it Groundhog's Day?
It's like what?
If you see 6 Mexicans, it starts all over again.
Yeah. So don't even get together tomorrow. Leave it alone, especially if you're a little overweight like me. You see a fat Mexican, move over. Especially tomorrow. It could be COVID day down there in Texas. You know, Texas is free. Tennessee is free. No fucking live music or live entertainment. And Atlanta, I'm praying for you. I know Georgia's open. I hope you're making the best of it. But who gives a fuck? It's Monday the 4th, and you still got to do what the fuck you got to do. You understand me? We're going to open up today with this joint of Triple X from Urban Trees. Delicious. I've been getting stoned like a motherfucker again. You understand me? Fuck the COVID. As long as I'm exercising, I'm smoking reefer. How's that one for you? And this weekend I had a good week. I discovered, you guys have no idea. Listen, I could do a Patreon of just videos of me riding a bicycle and you'd pay. You understand me? You have no idea what comedy is until you see me on my wife's bicycle, fucking holding on to those bicycle things like it's my world. Right now, my triceps hurt more than anything else in my body. You understand me? You could hit me in the head with a bat, I won't even react because of holding on to those handlebars for fucking dear life. I started off slow. She got the bike last week. I did like 5 minutes. No. Hold on. Let me spark this joint so I can tell you the story correctly because I don't miss a fucking line here. So you guys know the humor that I have in my life by itself. I don't need microphones. I'm thinking about it later. I should just get a fucking camera with a stick like a selfie film. That's all I need. Then you can see me full life, electrocute myself with the fucking hearing aids when I wash my face. You could live it. You could see all the stupidity and all the dumb shit. Let's not get into it, please. Don't embarrass me. I got enough problems I got to tell these people about. So, here's for you motherfuckers, a little number. Just to let you know I'm thinking about you and I love you motherfuckers with all my heart. And I know it's a tough time, but we're going through this motherfucker together. So strap on up here, bitch. We're all going to get stronger than shit from this. So, you can just do so much with your kids. So we got the bike. She got the little retard helmet. I put her around the neighborhood. She has a good time. She learned how to ride her bike during the fucking break. So I'm very excited about that. So my wife says, you know what? Maybe I should get a bike. I go, you should get a bike. So we went looking around. And all the bike, usually a bike place has bicycles outside. Not here. They got them inside. Like everybody's gonna hide them from you. Like, so I gotta go inside and buy a bike. Fuck it, I'll just make my own bike. So my wife goes, I could order one online. I go, yeah, order a Huffy online, like one of those cheap Huffies. And she did. I get home one day, there's a bicycle, like a Puerto Rican. She's building the bicycle in the living room, her and Mercy. They're putting WD-40 on the chain, the whole fucking deal. Now, when somebody tells me they're building their own bicycle, I don't get on that bicycle unless you're a bicycle builder, because I know there's going to be a fucking problem. So, not to mention, I got a lot, when it comes to bicycles and shit like that, I got a lot of bad karma coming to me. And I know this already. That's why I stopped riding bicycles, because I just got a lot of bad karma. You know, for years I rode a bicycle and people were always getting fucking killed on them and shit. I feel like I got a lump coming to me, so I got to be careful. I ordered the helmet, though. I did order a helmet. But let's get to that story. So, I see my wife building the bicycle, and I go, do me a favor, double check the pedal bars so the pedals don't break. Double check the chain, because I worry about my wife. Put some thing on the chain, and make sure you screw in the fucking handlebars. Why do I say that? We go back to 1978, when Valentin Ferro was going down my block in the Apollo Racer, and he almost killed himself on the fucking thing because the handlebars weren't on right. So a friend of mine calls me and he goes, hey, I'm taking my kids to the park. We're social distancing. If you'd like to go to get your daughter some air. I go, absolutely. As a matter of fact, my wife got a bike. I'll walk over and my wife and daughter will ride the bike. They get there half hour before me. You know me. I'm fucking taking my time. I'm getting vitamin D. No problem. I get to the thing. My wife and daughter doing somersaults with the other 4 kids around the track. There's nobody at the fucking park at 3 o'clock. Fucking these Americans come out after 4:30 like vampires. 5 o'clock in my neighborhood, there's a fucking parade. But before that, you could rob 10 houses, but you really can't because they're all in the house. There's nobody out. So my wife is talking to the lady. Everybody's got masks on. We're very social distancing. I'm looking at her bike. And I figured, what the fuck? Let me get on her bike and give it a spin. It's been a long time, you know, but bike is like getting your dick sucked. It's like sucking a dick for a fag. It's something you'll never forget. You know what I'm saying? Once you suck a dick, you'll never forget it. So I get on the bicycle, guys. When I finally got my balance, I almost had a nervous breakdown. I felt muscles work. I hadn't worked in years. I just started shivering on the bicycle. And I have no reason to lie to you guys. After 2 minutes tops, my whole body broke out into this sweat, like that anxiety, fear sweat, because I really hadn't been on a bicycle. And here I am pedaling. You know, it's not a 5-speed bike. It's a Puerto Rican bike. It's leg power. You know what I'm saying? Those are Chinese bicycles. They're leg power. Unless you're coming direct from Wuhan, your legs better be fucking strong. So I'm pedaling. Guys, after 2 minutes, I stopped to make believe I was answering a question, but I stopped because my body had a nervous fucking breakdown.
Wow.
So I went home that night. I did my regular workout. I said, fuck it. I'm going to do 5 minutes on the bike today. So every day before they leave at 8:15 in the morning, I jump out there, get on the bike before I take a shower, and I just ride it down to the corner. So every day, I just started adding 5 minutes. So when they leave, sometimes when we all leave together, I go with them. And when they get sick and tired of riding, I walk while they ride. And then when they get sick and tired of riding, I take my wife's fucking little Nazi helmet. You got to see me. I look like Hitler. Quit going to Weight Watchers. You got to see me. You got to see me with this helmet on. It's like Hitler. All you got to put a little stash on me, and Jules will be parked fucking flying off Colfax with their car.
Is it pink or something?
No, it's a Hitler helmet. It's like a green Nazi helmet.
Oh, wow. Really?
I mean, I didn't buy it to be a Nazi. You know me. I got
You got
class.
lucky. Yeah.
My wife, all those helmets look like Nazi. Like when I was growing up, those helmets looked okay. Like Mercy's is okay.
Right.
But the one they sent Terry, Nazi. Those people down at the fucking Capitol jumping up and down right now with weapons and shit. So I put it on. I look like Hitler, like a fat Hitler. I look like Hitler in Argentina years later. You know what I'm saying? When he was relaxing.
Eating chorizo?
Eating chorizo. Him and Mangalo, whatever his name is. The other fucking Nazi.
Mengele.
What's his name?
Mengele.
Mengele, yeah, whatever his fucking name is. So Every day I've been riding my bike, 5, 10, 15. So right now I'm up to 25 fucking minutes. But I got to tell you something. Every muscle in my lower body and in my sides hurt. But I don't give a fuck. It's been an adventure. This is, like I told you, there's going to be a silver lining to this quarantine. We got a lot. We got a lot of shit going. It's so funny how my creativity has responded lately for fucking 4 or 5 weeks. I couldn't get arrested. Now I'm outlining. I'm trying to outline this fucking book. I'm trying to do this audio book. I see Lee brought his flies back in.
I can't believe he's goddamn it. Those flies are back.
And they're back on him heavy because he's sweating all that old hummus out by walking. So it sits on his skin and it's like he's like a frosted flake. You know what I'm saying? He's like a little sugar ball right now. All these flies want to sniff his neck. God damn it. That's what happens when he works out. That's the downfall of when Lee works out, that flies become his friends again. He's at home right now with 2 flies, petting them, singing Bentham, and whatever the fuck he does. This joint's on fire, but hey, you can't walk on one fucking leg. We're doing a little edible. It's Monday out of respect to you motherfuckers. I didn't bring one to Lee. Last time I gave one of these to Lee, what'd you sleep in here? 8 hours before the cops came?
In here? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we can't do that at the end of Monday morning. You got shit to do and people to see. On top of that, I don't want to share it with you because then I give you the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if I got it?
I just don't think I think you don't want to share.
I don't want to share. Fuck it. I'm going deep on a Monday morning out of respect for the church family. Salud. Fuck it. You can't walk on one leg, motherfuckers. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, as promised, since this new COVID and this new situation, you know, we had to lose a lot of guests and move a lot of guests around. I finally remodernized myself. And boom, we got Zoom, motherfuckers. And like I promised you guys, I want to do a little comeback here. I want to go back to the early days of church when it was just us and, we had a certain guest pool because we weren't in the same guest pool as everybody else. So what I want to do out of respect for my church is, for my book is, the audio book is, I want to interview a couple of my friends on the podcast just so you get to meet them, get the mentality, get to understand what they're coming from. Today I got a kid that I've been friends with. Are you ready for this? For 43 years.
Wow.
I've met him the summer of my 8th grade year, playing the guitar. It took us 2 years to connect. And after that, you couldn't break us apart. When I call him before my mother died. You know how they have BC and AC? He's before my mother died. So he's family. He went to my mother's wake. He came to her funeral. And I consider him a brother. His name is Steve Avillo. He's got 2 older brothers, and they considered me brothers. And when my mother died, Steven even asked me if I wanted a bedroom in the house. So we've reconnected over the years through comedy and his band called the Past Masters, which is, he's an IT guy, as you see in the interview. I known him for 40 years. I don't know what the fuck he does. I don't care. He's my brother. I don't need to know what he does. But we reconnect. He does little videos, this series on his Facebook every night. Steven Avillo, if you follow him, he does music, and he's a great musician. I mean, let me tell you something. This kid's been a musician since I met him. His common sense and his Italianism and his whole thing, kept him into the family life. He's got a beautiful family. I grew up with his wife. I know his 2 daughters. Just a beautiful, beautiful individual. When I'm raising Mercy, I think about this guy a lot. And I think about his parents raised him because he's got 2 other brothers and himself, and all 3 of them are gentlemen. This is Steve Avillo. I hope you enjoy the interview. Knock yourself out. Kick it, Lee. Steve, I know you're 40 years. I don't even know what you do for work.
I'm an IT guy, so I basically do IT support, engineering, new you find new things and you figure out ways of how they fit the business and stuff like that. So It just keeps me busy and out of trouble. My kids' friends think I'm in the CIA because I'm on with China and different countries all hours of the night. So that's hysterical.
For people who don't know, I grew up with Steven back in North Bergen. We met when I was about 14. I went to one of his band things at the Little League field, and your guitar broke. You were playing with John Rego. It had to be summer of '78.
That's a long time.
Who was the bass player for you then?
Dennis DiCarlo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's the first time I met you. Because I didn't grow up really. I lived in North Bergen, but I went to school in Kearney. So I didn't really do anything much in North Bergen, just Union in the city where my mother had the bar. So that's why I didn't know you cats growing up. And then once I got thrown out of Catholic school, I was forced to hook up with you fucking savages.
Lucky you. That actually was Johnny Rego's band, by the way. That was his band. That was his band. Yeah. Him and Mike Beckenbach, Mike Liebau, Dennis DiCarlo on bass, and Jerry Schwartz, the late Jerry Schwartz, was their singer, but they let me sit in with them. So that's the funny thing. When you saw us, they were nice enough to let me sit. They were letting a little punk sit in with them, you know?
You were like 13.
Yeah.
Because I was about 13, 12, 13, 14. And I still remember like not tripping. We were just smoking pot back then. And me going up there and your guitar string breaking. Huh?
I wasn't even doing that yet.
No, we weren't doing dick at that age. I was a fucking athlete. I played basketball.
High school was definitely when things started to change.
Let me ask you this. You know, when I've been doing the podcast for 7 years, and when I talk about North Bergen, Steve, was it like another world we grew up in?
It's another world, another time. I wouldn't trade it for the world, that's for sure.
I mean, I still remember banging on Ernie's door, the bar on 39th Street there and off of Kennedy, and like you bang on the door, he would sleep on the pool table, and you'd bang on his door at 4 in the morning. He had the coldest beer in the world. You could just wake him up. Like, where else could that shit happen? You know, I remember one of the early times I played hooky with you, we were just walking past Wizards because we used to go to a place, Wizards, to get like nickel bags and stuff. I don't know who the creepy guy was in Wizards, like pedophiles hung out up there and stuff like that. Like, I never even went into Wizards until I went to high school. Like, I never knew Wizards existed. And I remember one morning walking past Wizards and the guy was delivering beer to the liquor store there that later became Ashways. And like the Edlers, they already had a system on how to throw the beer guy off. And we would open up the back and take a case of beer and run. Yeah. And then they would chase us. And I remember one time we brought a case into the high school. And Mr. Lee asked me to open up my locker. And I told him unless he had a warrant, he couldn't open up because I had like a 12-pack of Michelob in there or some shit. Because everybody took the 6-packs out and hid them in the lockers. Yeah. From that time on, I told Mr. Lee, get the fuck out of my face, that if he didn't have a warrant, he wasn't getting in my locker. And that was the end of my relationship with Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee was a tough bastard.
He was fucking tough. And then years later, we made amends. And we became friends. And when I lived in Colorado, I would keep in touch with him. Wow. Then one day his son called me and told me he died.
Yeah. Memories. I can still remember. Were you with us? Were you with us when it was so damn cold outside? We went into this. It was the senior polls. We were juniors. I don't know if you were with me. I know Dee Dee was there. You probably were there.
I was there.
We had in our jackets, we had put all the beers in the jackets to go in, and we had finished everything. We went into the bathroom. We're down in the last beer, and Zebeluski, and
oh yes, I was with you.
They come storming in, And like, of all the places in North Bergen for you to drink, why do you have to drink here at the school? And Didi turns around and he goes, have you been outside tonight? It's fucking freezing.
And then the next day, they made us all go downstairs.
Yep.
And sit in the room, and Mr. Dalton bailed us out.
Yeah.
Mr. Dalton came in, God bless his soul.
Thank God.
And he goes, these guys are good kids. Let them go. And, you know, we never even got a fucking fraction, nothing. I mean, it was I still remember clipping a case of quarts that weren't cold. And we had to put them in somebody's tub and put ice on them.
Yes.
Because you know how cold you know how long it takes to fucking chill a fucking quart of beer. Like, I don't know how many beer trucks we robbed, but it was pretty fucking hysterical when we were kids.
It was a lot more when one of us started to drive. Like when Sharples is 2 years older than us. When Tommy used to drive, that was the best thing, because you didn't need anybody to distract. You would just kind of circle the block like on Broadway and stuff by Embassy Liquors, and you'd keep an eye. The beer truck would pull up. You'd watch the guy, watch him load up his truck. You watch him go in. As soon as he went in, flew down the block, ripped open the sign. You just started passing cases of beer into the car, and you take.
I remember one time robbing cases of beer, and they would hold the back of my pants, so you could hang out the window.
Yes.
And pass the beers into the car. I mean, it was so, because of us. Now they have two drivers.
Yeah. That's.
And if it wasn't the beer truck, it was the Albertsons on Bergen Line Avenue. I remember taking a gallon of wine, that Rosie, Martini and Rossi cooking wine. I remember taking a gallon once, running out of Albertsons and going into Hudson County Park and drinking the whole fucking thing and having a hangover for a whole goddamn weekend. Like, I had the worst headache. I never drank wine again.
From that, cheap wine give you a bad hangover, man.
Fucking Albertsons had no security anymore. And we would just basically walk in there, take the beers and run the fuck out. It's hard to even, our childhoods, and you were a good guy. Like you were like a straight A type of guy. I still remember, like, you were like, we explain to the people listening, we were out 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
We were out 6 nights a week. Our light night was Sunday night. That was like, we're just smoking 10 joints tonight. And we're drinking a 6-pack each. That was our light night was Saturdays. But we found an excuse for anything to go out. And we drank out in the cold.
Yeah. You drank out in the cold. Didn't matter if it was snow. Didn't matter if it was snowing. You'd be out in a foot of snow. And
we had drinking gloves.
One glove.
We had drinking gloves. We had gloves that the tips were cut off and shit.
Yeah.
It's just, when I look at you when you come to the shows, I'm so happy, because it's like my life is like Jesus. It's like before Christ died and after Christ died. And you were one of my friends before my mom passed. And one of the best stories I tell people is, your brother was older than us, and he had his own clique, and they were great to hang around with them. They were crazy. And you invited me and somebody else over to a party once. This had to be September of '79. We were sophomores. And your brothers made this thing, and they made it in garbage cans. Tell these fucking people.
You're talking about the punch, right?
The punch.
They would go and get like big blocks of ice from trailer park. They'd steal them from the trailer park. They'd buy one bag of ice and steal like 12 blocks of ice. Sherbet, drink mix, stuff like that. And then they put water in from a hose. And then every and any bottle that people could bring was poured into that. I mean, there was Bacardi, there was scotch, vodka, gin, moonshine. Anything and everything went into that punch, including insects. Killing bees and knocking the bees into the punch. And it was,
and then somebody threw a shoe in there. There was a
It was like that freaking cake from the Little Rascals, right? That he bites into it and gets the mouse trap, the shoe.
There There was that night. I remember. I don't know what I drank. It was like beer and the punch combined, and I fell asleep on Richie Sensulo's lawn. If I walked to your house, I would have to walk past Richie Sensulo's house, and he lived like a block and a half from me. Say,
yeah.
Headed towards Five Corners.
Yep.
And I'll never forget that Ray Ernesto woke me up, the cop that used to always play basketball with us with colored socks. It used to drive me crazy. He would play. We had two teachers that played with us. It was him. He played basketball with us, Ray Ernesto, and Mr. Ketterer. The guy with Mr. K with the crew cut.
Right.
But I still remember I liked Ray Ernesto, but whenever he came to play basketball with him, we throw elbows at him just because he always wore colored socks and we weren't having it. Like in those days, if you went to gym class with colored socks, they would send you home because if you stepped on glass, the ink would go into your bloodstream or some shit.
You know, when you played basketball on those courts, too, those courts were not tame. They were rough. Those were some great games.
51st Street had some great games.
51st Street.
51st
Tunley Avenue.
Right there.
Remember the courts right on Tunley?
Yes. That's where I played with Albie Muniz and Sulo. Those were some tough games there. 38th Street court.
You had the courts up by Hashways.
The courts by Hashways. Jesus, I remember playing one-on-one there at 3 a.m. with Richie Sensulo and Danny Calandrillo, my 8th grade summer.
Wow.
That's crazy shit. Like, no curfew. Did you have a curfew? I don't remember us having a curfew. Really.
I did have a curfew. I remember I was supposed to be home by 11. And a lot of times going home, I'd run into my brothers, especially my brother Mike. My brother Mike would always say, "Where you going?" I'm like, "Going home." "Yeah, get in the car. I'll call Mom." So he'd stop, they'd be going to get more beer, whatever. He'd stop at a payphone. "Yeah, Steven's with me." And then I'd be out till who knows what time, But it was like, I think when I was a freshman and a sophomore, it was like 11. Junior, I was allowed out to like midnight to 1. And then senior year, there was no curve. Like, even if there was one, it was not adhered to. You just show up.
There's a comedian in town. His name is Brett Ernst. He's from New Jersey, and he does a bit that in Jersey, there's always that one kid who doesn't go home. Like, he just does. When he said the bit, I was dying of laughter because downtown, I was that kid. I had nowhere to go, so I wouldn't go home. And uptown, it was Mike Moore. There was a kid named Mike Moore. I just bumped into him in Rudy's about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But you could be walking home. You had already given up on the night. You're like, fuck it, I'm going home. And all of a sudden, boom, you bump into Mike Moore. And the night was just fucking starting. Like, I wouldn't go home. Me and Dee Dee had no reason to go home. So we would stay with you. You had a shed.
Yeah.
Thank God. That had a pair of drums in it. And
those were Lowenstein drums. Danny Lowenstein.
Right? He still pissed at me from playing his fucking drums because we used to play Fairies Wear Boots and shit at night. My childhood was spent for 2 years in that fucking shed,
Yeah. A lot of good times back there. There's no pictures. Not one.
No pictures. We have no pictures. We weren't a picture society.
Thank God.
You couldn't take out a fucking selfie those days. They'd break your arm.
Actually, if somebody took a selfie, they would have beat him up.
Yeah, we would have beat him up. There was no selfies. There's really no pictures of us when we were kids. That wasn't accepted.
No.
At a party, I went down, my friend created a show called This Is Not Happening. And before it was created in the back of the Improv, a thing called like the Workspace. No alcohol, no nothing. And I went down there to tell a story about something. And while I was down there, Mark Maron was telling a story about going to a concert. So right there, I had to call an audible and tell them the experience we had at the age of 15 in 1979, what we went through to get Pink Floyd tickets. I want you to start from the beginning, from the night before.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can still remember, what was it, folk with the joint, and the joint or the ashes fell on his lap or would burn his shirt. He's like putting himself out, driving full speed down the boulevard. And he's doing this, not paying attention to where he's going, like, oh, we're all screaming in the car. Cars going all over the freaking road.
I remember he hit a barrel. We went out to, like, I think you told me the night before. I was hip to Pink Floyd. I had Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah. When I met you, I had Dark Side of the Moon. And then my mom passed November 8th. And if you look at it, The Wall came out November 29th of 1979. And tickets went on sale closely right after that for the Nassau Coliseum, which is obviously in February, you know. And you told me the night before to get my money together. We're getting tickets, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And we had to play hooky. We cut out of school, you, myself, and Librano. And I don't know how we ended up with Joe Folk. He was 4 years older than us.
Yeah.
I don't know how we ended up with Joe Folk. And first we went to the Paramus Mall to get tickets. And they didn't have them. And then we went to St. Peter's Prep.
Yeah, down Jersey City.
That's where we got the tickets for $15.50.
Think about that.
Huh?
Think about that.
You think about that. $15.50. And we got the tickets, and we were like, it's tough for me to just, one of our friends lost their mom last week, Glenn Conti,
Yeah.
And I spoke with Keith, God bless their mom and stuff. And it was weird because I didn't even have a chance to mourn. As soon as I was getting ready to mourn my mother, you guys started playing The fucking Wall. And it was like a 60-day countdown to The Wall.
Yeah.
We did everything every night. We put The Wall on every night. Every party we went to, The Wall was on.
Yeah.
I still remember going to parties and somebody had Springsteen on. We'd take Springsteen off and put the fucking Wall on.
That's right.
And it was, Christmas. We didn't care. We were just waiting for The Wall. It was our saving night. And we got tickets for opening night. Yeah. Right? We got tickets for opening night. And I think in the process of that, before The Wall, was the evening on the island.
Yes. That was before it got really cold, yeah.
Because
Hey, no. That was when it was really cold because we had to wait for the lake to freeze over. I'm having a senior moment here.
No, listen to me. The lake froze over in January.
Yes.
We went to see The Wall in February. So that January was when in Hudson County Park, there's a little island in the middle, and there's water around it. What do you say, 30 yards of water around it?
About that.
And we would wait till it freezes up, and Anthony's older brother, your older brother, would roll kegs on the ice, and we'd have to walk across the island to go to the Island of Insanity party.
Island of Insanity party.
Fucking Dana White thinks he's building an island. We didn't even build an island. We just went on it with nothing on there, with kegs of beer. And I remember that night I froze my ass off. Like it was freezing. And I ate a Quaalude. And I ended up with Chirpy and Focaccia at Wing Fung's Chinese restaurant. The place that we used to run out of, dine and dash out of all the time. And Folk was so hammered that he fell asleep in the pork fried rice. And he was breathing, the pork fried rice into his nose. And when the Chinese guy woke him up, he had like little drops of rice coming out of his nose. And me and Lubes were howling. And then we ran out of there because you never paid at the Wing Fund.
No, that was the Berkshire. It used to be the last guy's got it. And the last guy was always the fastest one.
I never ran out of the Berkshire because I like that fucking cream of turkey soup too much.
Yeah.
It always came with a hair in it or something like that.
That was Hashway's potato salad.
That's Hashway's potato salad. God rest their soul.
Exactly.
The macaroni salad would always have a hair around one of the macaronis. If you didn't get hair, you felt like you got beat.
You were unloved.
Like you were unloved. If you didn't get a piece of hair in your sandwich, people complain about a piece of hair now, you know.
Yeah.
But I still even told the story when we went to the concert. And there was one point, the concert's on YouTube, which is amazing to me.
Yeah.
That you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That night that we went, it's on YouTube. And it's so weird that at one point, like the concert was at 8. And I think me, you, and Lubes met like at 11 in the morning. We got ready early. And when we got there was probably 50 kids from our neighborhood.
Easy.
At opening night. Easy. We had like I remember we had our trunks open at the Nassau Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out there freezing, and Gamio was yelling some shit about, are there any queers in the theater tonight or some shit, just yelling.
Something like that, yeah.
We were laughing our asses off, but the scene I remember vividly is in between take 1 and 2 when the balloons come up. And Phil Caraccio was burning the balloons as they were landing. And you and me were just sitting there. We were kids, man.
Yeah, and he was popping them with the lighter.
He was popping them with the lighter. And we had like some girl behind us or in front of us. And she's like, sir, why do you keep burning the balloons or something? And he's like, Satan doesn't like balloons.
Yeah.
And the chick just looked at us, got up, and never came back.
It never came back.
It was just a different time growing up. It was, I don't know how many times we went to the garden.
That was an experience in and of itself, just the whole trip down there. It was like such an event, right? You know, when you think about it, that we used to get together early, right? We get together early, we'd party and everything, and then we'd walk up to Kennedy Boulevard and catch the bus. And you catch the bus at, say, at the top of 46th Street. If you came over to the shed and everything, we'd walk up 46th Street Hill. You'd catch the bus there, and on the bus already would be friends of ours from different parts of town. There'd be the pack from up in the 70s, pack down by, you know, like the 50s and 60s, the projects. We get on. There'd be more people down a little bit further, and then you'd head into, you know, Port Authority. Once you got off, the walk down 8th Avenue was another trip, you know. It was a whole big procession until you got there, you know. So it was just such an experience.
We were
15.
And Stephen, we were 15.
Yeah.
So many things could have happened to us. And we would walk around like we ran that fucking city. We didn't give a fuck.
No.
We were 15 years old. No, I still remember going to see Ted with you with AC/DC.
Yeah.
August 4th, 79. How many of us were at that concert from North Bergen?
There were
100 of us?
We were the lunatics in orchestra that were throwing the chairs in the air. Do you remember that? Do you remember that giant pile of chairs? That whole section of orchestra just started throwing chairs in the air during Ted's encore.
I still remember going to see the new Barbarians with a bunch of North Bergen people.
Yeah, I don't think I was with you that night, but I was there.
No, I wasn't with you. I was with Mike Denny, the devil.
Yeah, Mike Denny was, yeah. That's a good name.
Mike Denny, the devil. He's doing time now. Wherever he is. Yeah, God bless his soul. But just that experience that we had of going into New York City whenever we wanted to.
Yeah.
Our parents had no idea. We could tell them we were going up the corner and we could be in the city within, 10 minutes. And what connected you and me was our love for music. We went to every fucking concert, How many times did you go to the Palladium as a kid?
Palladium more than the Capitol Theater because you had to drive to get to the Capitol Theater. So yeah, the Palladium a lot.
I didn't see a lot of people at the Capitol Theater. I only saw like missing persons later on with Fernie at the. And I went to see. I was telling the story about eating Quaaludes with Fernie and Roger and going to see Pat Benatar, and we got so high that the usher thought we were handicapped, and they put us in the handicap section.
Oh God!
And we just sat there like, fuck it, ride with it. They better tickets than we had. What song are you working on today, my brother?
Oh, God, I haven't even thought about it. I have a couple that I was playing around with. One was Heart of the Matter by Henley. What was the other one? I was monkeying around with? I was monkeying around with it's a song by STP, Interstate Love Song. You know that one? Yeah. So I have a couple of different things I've been playing. Like I know most of these songs, so I relearn them because I've forgotten half of them. So I relearn them, and when I feel like I feel like I have the time to sit down, like I have this week, I'll sit down and I'll record it and throw it out there. And if people like it, they like it. They don't. It's okay. I don't care.
It's amazing the directions our lives took. I mean, your love for music is still evident. You still have a band, the Past Masters. You play all over the tri-state area. And I still sit here in shock that I ended up a comedian. I mean, I can't believe it.
You know, always funny.
What's that?
You were always funny.
I think I was more of a trickster as a kid. We always had, when we got on the bus, I mean, we had to walk those hills. A couple of years ago, you had some type of surgery. And I remember saying to you that you're going to be fine because we walked those hills.
Yeah.
I look at those hills now in a car and I get scared. We used to walk up those hills backwards, drinking, talking, laughing, giggling like nothing. It would take us 3 hours to walk up 46th Street Hill now.
Yeah, those hills are big, they're long, they're steep. Man, I used to run up them, ride the bike up them.
Yeah. I mean, we walked up that hill an average of 3 times a day. You think about that.
Yeah.
In the morning to go to school, and then at night. Sometimes we didn't want to use the bus. We cut through a goddamn cemetery.
Yes.
Who cut through a cemetery? And the reason why I was scared of your area, 46th Street, was because they told me that hill, when it would rain, it would wash up the cemetery and the caskets would float down. Is that true?
No.
The Carlos told me when he first moved into that house when he was a kid, that the cemetery had washed up the bottom of the hill, and then a casket, they had to come down there and fucking clean the casket up. Then I come out. So I always was spooked by 46th Street Hill.
Oh, man. There was that, and then there was the one like by Larry McNeil's house.
That was a scary one.
Flower Hill. We used to walk through that all the time.
I took a shit in that one night. It was freezing. I couldn't take it. And the guy was like buried in 1891. I'm like, fuck it, he's got no relatives. The guy was old, It was freezing. I couldn't take it.
Do you remember you'd walk through there and you'd see like the candles and the decapitated like chicken heads and stuff?
Oh yeah, they did some dirty stuff in there at night. That was real in there at night. I got chased one night by some guys wearing like black cloaks in there one night, and I just kept running because you came out on 51st Street. There was a hole in the fence.
Yeah.
Wasn't there? Something like a hole in the fence.
Meadowview Avenue.
Right there on Meadowview Avenue. The Villa was quite the childhood we had, man. Too bad it's all over now.
You know what? You got memories, my friend. Memories.
That's all I live on. I mean, we had each other's backs.
Yeah.
It's a different world today, Can you imagine if they would have tried to tell us to stay in 1980?
I had the same conversation with Johnny Rago the other day, and he says to me, I'll be honest with you. He goes, this thing scares me. He goes, and I was joking about it. He goes, but I've become the person that I've made fun of my entire life. He said, and it's funny. I said, you're right, man. I said, we would have basically just called you a pussy. What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you? Right?
Do you think we would have been in the shed?
Yes. We would have not adhered to this. We may have paid a price. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? But yeah, we would have. I understand people doing the things they do. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it's.
I mean, my thing was I was going to go home and shoot and go watch you play on the 14th on Saturday in Gothenburg of March, and I just saw the whole framework end. Like every day, the news got worse after that Monday.
It did.
It was like, it was quick. So, and I hear now that New Jersey's a hotbed, you know, Governor Murphy's only going to open up a part of the state. And I'm like, if they think that these libtards in California are crazy when they open up the beach, what are you going to do down in Seaside? Memorial Day weekend, how are you going to keep those animals? Can you imagine them telling us in 1982, don't come down the shore?
Never would have. Never
would have flown.
No, we would have been arrested. We would have, yeah.
It would have been a different fucking world. We wouldn't have cared. But we also were kids that were used to being out.
Yeah. I also don't think it would have been as hyped up as it is today.
Well, the media was nowhere. We had encyclopedias.
The news was on, what, twice a day?
Yeah.
Maybe 3 times. I guess it was on the afternoon, too, when we were at school, like lunchtime or something.
And they told you dick.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you shit. You know, it's not like now that they're reaching for news. You know, they didn't tell you dick. Yeah. There's 3 hours of news on it. They don't tell you dick. At the last 10 minutes, they show you the blind boy that can play the drums, like to try to, you know, save the day. But it's too late. You've already shit in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to give me a fucking lollipop. It's too late. You know, Bills, we're old school. What do you want from me? You know, I got to curse in my thought.
Nothing but love for you, brother.
My brother, it's been a real pleasure. I'm happy you took the time because I wanted to introduce the world, the friends that made me who I am today. And you're one of those guys. You know what I was thinking about the other day? I was talking to James. And we were talking about that year when we started eating stuff. You remember people went on an eating spree and there was a party for Halloween at the high school. And somebody, look at you. You're going to hold your face. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're going to piss off the Peter people.
You got to piss off what?
Peter people.
So, I don't know who it was. He took a garbage can and he tied live mice to the tails of the garbage, to the mice.
You know who it was. There was
no names. No names, all right? There was a few of them. Did you eat a mouse?
No, it wasn't me. It was. I was still a junior. There was the senior masquerade party.
You're absolutely right.
There were people that went as garbage, and they had live mice hanging from the garbage can. Yeah.
And they started biting the mice, and people started crying and shit.
People crying and vomiting, and yeah.
But I still remember somebody biting the mouse in the tail, just sticking out of the guy's mouth while he was. I think it was Mike Ruddy had the tail.
Oh my God!
You know, you can't write this. I was trying to think.
You can't make this stuff up. You can't.
I was trying to think about who lived a couple blocks up, a couple doors up from Ron Burkle. There was somebody that we hung out with from time to time. Couple doors up, he was a football player. Who's the guy that ate the dog shit that day that we were hanging around? Remember when we were kids, we always passed the hat around for everything? Yeah. We would always pass the hat around. There, you want to get beers? Pass the hat around. Put $3 in there. Put $2 in there. Mm-hmm. And I remember one day we played hooky and we went to his house and his father was a cop and he took the gun down and he started playing Russian roulette.
I can't remember his name.
And then his mother had like a little yard and she had like a French poodle and the dog used to take little shits and the mom would never clean up the backyard. So one day we're out there, like 8 of us were freezing. We're passing the joint around. And out of nowhere, he goes, how much would you give me to eat a piece of shit? And we're like, pass the hat around. We passed the hat around.
Yeah, and he did it.
Who the fuck was that kid?
I can't remember the name, but I know who you're talking about.
Because we went on an eating spree. Like, people were trying to do it, you know.
Yeah, you were trying to outdo each other. Right?
Who was it? Yeah.
You were trying to outdo each other, and it was that whole thing, like, if you think about it, you had You had Ozzy and Zappa, and you had people who were trying to gross each other out and one up each other all the time. And so, we decided to do it too, which was, what were we thinking? But yeah, there was mice, there was snakes, there was.
Oh, that's right. We go to the cemetery and knock the tombstones over. And there was little snakes that live under the tombstones. And I still remember bringing the snake to fucking Nick's pizza parlor. And I put a snake on the counter, and he almost shit. Poor Nick.
Oh, Nick. We used to terrorize him. Nick had his own. Nick was a cool dude, but yeah.
Nick was one of the best pizza guys we ever had. He would put his Sicilian pie by the window, and all the flies would land on it. It was like a takeoff. It was like a little airport for the flies. He used to call you Ayatollah Khomeini.
He used to call me Khomeini. I shaved my head, and I tried to grow a beard. It was this scraggly, disgusting-looking thing with no head. I had no head. He was like, Khomeini.
And he used to call me Belushi because I got fucked up once in his pizza parlor, and I threw pepper at him. And he banned me for like 30 days, and he forgave me. But then I got him high on weed one night, and he had to close up the shop.
That must have been funny.
He came out to the car, and he's like, "What are you smoking?" So we just gave him like a hit of weed. We came back an hour later to eat, and the pizza parlor was closed. We asked him the next day, "Nick, what happened to you?" And he's like, "That stuff was good stuff," because he had that Greek accent.
Yeah, good stuff. He had to go home.
Avillo, it's a pleasure to have you on, my friend.
It was a pleasure to be here, man.
I like this Zoom. I'm starting to like it now. If I could see my old friends and talk with them, this will work. Put you on the podcast, talk some shit, let them know.
Before you guys go, can you explain more about the throwing the chairs at the concert? You kind of just glossed over. Were you throwing it at the band? What were you throwing the chairs at?
No, it was just, everybody, like Ted Nugent. It was an unbelievable show where we were sitting. Bon Scott ran through
with Angus on his shoulders.
Angus Young on his shoulders and ran right past us. We were in the front right orchestra section, if you're looking at the stage. And so Ted comes out, plays a great show, comes out again for an encore, and plays Stranglehold, and then does Cat Scratch Fever, and everybody's going crazy and nobody's leaving. No, the lights are up. Nobody's leaving. Everybody's Ted. He comes out again. He plays a song by Chuck Berry called Carol. So he starts that song off. And with that, somebody, it wasn't one of us. I don't claim to start this thing. Somebody throws a chair in the air. That's all that had to be done. Next thing you know, all the lunatics that we're with just start winging chairs and just throwing them in the air.
Oh, my God.
Not at the bed, not at anything, just throwing them up in the air. You see these chairs flying. And next thing you know, everybody in this orchestra section is throwing chairs and people are getting out of the way. And there's this huge pile of chairs with a sea of people around it. It was just, you just saw things flying in the air. And there was nothing that security could do about it. Not a thing.
If I go back to the craziest concert, that had to be the one, because I still remember getting on the bus and people had ghetto blasters playing Highway to Hell on the bus. People would just go over there to hang out, even if they didn't get tickets, because there were so many scalpers in those days.
Yeah.
You got tickets for $10, $8, $15, So, but I still remember just being excited. Do you remember going to see Ted out in the Meadowlands?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I walked home after Aerosmith.
Aerosmith was terrible.
Terrible. It was too fucking hot. And I still remember walking on Route 3 and you could hear Ted fucking wailing out there. But it was just amazing how we were always safe in all those concerts, because there were so many of us from our hometown.
Yeah.
Like, I still remember seeing AC/DC at the Palladium, and we were all in one section. There had to be 40 of us in one section. We just took the section over, It's hard to tell people, but it was true.
Yeah.
I still remember going to see Ozzy with Dee and him getting into a fist fight because some guy was drunk and trying to dry hump his leg and shit. at some concert. Dee just unloaded on the guy. It was a very unique childhood that we had. And I want people to see how lucky we were in a way. My daughter's never going to have half the fun that we had growing up. I'm sure your daughters, do you tell her about these things, or you don't mention it?
It never comes up. I don't bring it up. What stays in the past, what's in the past stays in the past. I'll talk with you about this stuff. I get together I was on a podcast. I was on a Zoom with Higgins and Wheeler and Sharples the other night. And we wound up talking about some of this wacky stuff that we did. And people who weren't there don't truly appreciate it. I don't think, you had to be there. It was so free. We had so much freedom, to do almost whatever we wanted. And the thing was, you went to school, you did what you had to do. We went to school, did my schoolwork. I played sports. I was an athlete. When I was on the field, I was there 100%. And when you were out with your friends, you were there with them 100%.
100%.
100%. Everything you did 100%. It was just, I don't know. It was a great time.
I wrote the story out I'm doing an audio book, and it's funny when I write the stories out and then I read them and I don't believe them myself. I have to call you or Dee Dee or Lubes and just get confirmation. Like I have to call Devo sometimes, Mike A, or I have to call James. And I really got to get confirmation that this happened, because sometimes it just feels like I was talking to you the other night about the Halloween party we went to that year. And we dressed up like ghosts, or I don't know what the fuck we dressed up.
You know what we went as.
Yes. We're not going to mention it.
No, we're not going to mention it. There was a reason why we went, because of Charlie's nickname. But Paul Charlie, right. I think, if I remember. But yeah, that was a crazy party up in Gamio's attic.
Yes.
Garage.
And I think me and Lubes had done some mescaline. That's what we called it in those days.
Yes.
The microdot mescaline, and the clock was moving fast. But I was telling you, I still remember there was a hole in the middle of the ground, in the middle of the attic with a ladder to it. Yeah. And your goal was to talk to somebody and back them up so they could fall through the hole.
You look at that. People fell through the hole because they weren't paying attention. But then you had people like Folk and John Garrity and I think Kevin Valentine. They were diving down head first for fun.
I still remember Folk was dressed up like the devil, and he dove down. He came up, and his horns were bent.
Yes.
And that's right. I just, till this day, I just could not. I still remember getting on a bus with you guys. Our job was to torment the number one bus driver. Like, I became a comedian on the number one bus. Like, that's where I learned to become a comedian. Yeah. Because when you got on the bus in the morning, the bus came from Jersey City, and it was filled with heroin addicts that would get methadone. A lot of people don't remember that stuff.
No, I don't remember.
So I used to be in the CIE work study program. So my first class was at 7:30. So I would leave fucking 38th Street at 7 a.m. and they would just open up that methadone clinic. So I would have to ride the bus with a bunch of junkies nodding, and I started waking them up by farting. That was my thing, was just to fart and to blow the air on and the junkies.
Bad farts, man.
Oh my God.
Always. Always. I can sophomore year, we're coming back from Bricktown after playing, and the bus broke down. They had to send another bus to get us. We wind up playing the game, and then we're coming back, and it's super late. And we had cheerleaders on the bus with us and everything like that. And it's cold out. Next thing you know, people are opening the windows and gasping for air It was you. It was you. You're sitting in the back laughing like a hyena. Everybody else is screaming, trying to get the windows down. They're all stuck.
That's what one of the coaches said. He's changing flavors because I farted. What happened was I was eating steakums, and they got stuck in my system. I hadn't shit for like 2 weeks. So I went on that bus. I didn't tell nobody. Like, I had this gastric problem, and I blew a fart. And I still remember Lori Rosa was her name, one of those Rosa girls.
Doreen.
After the second dose of farts, the cheerleader was crying. And I'll never forget laughing my ass off. Like, till this day, people like, who was farting? And they were blaming like, immediately. I blamed somebody else.
Did you blame? I remember. Did you blame Conti?
I blamed.
You might have blamed Glenn.
I blamed somebody yelled, "Let's beat him up."
You did. I think you blamed Glenn. I think you did. And they start yelling at him, and you're laughing. I know it's you. I know it's you. And people are screaming, trying to get.
Oh my God! It was classic fucking Diaz. Steve Avillo, I love you.
I love you too, brother.
Thank you for taking the time, man. And if you want to check out, you have a Facebook page for the Past Masters?
Yeah.
I don't know when touring's going to resume. We're all stuck.
It's our website's tpmrocks.com, and we're also on Facebook. Just look for the Past Masters.
All right, brother. I love you. Thank you for doing this for me.
My pleasure.
Have a great week. Give the girls a kiss.
You too. Do the same. Do the same.
You got it, brother.
Kiss Lee. Take care, buddy.
Thank you, Steve.
So long, guys.
All right. Listen, the sound of it was, in the beginning, was a little fucked up, but you guys got the hint, how we grew up a little bit. I mean, Steve wasn't a part of my criminal past, nothing like this. We were just young kids exploring. Like he said, we went to a bunch of concerts, and his shed really, I mean, I had Dark Side of the Moon, but he introduced me to Animals. He introduced me to Wish You Were Here. Him and his family introduced me to so much fucking music. It was just pathetic. I'm happy you got to hear the Ted Nugent story. We threw the chairs up in the air, and I wasn't sitting with them. I was sitting on the side with this chick named Chris Morgan, who was a dear friend of mine. And I still remember throwing like 3 or 4 chairs. We got stories for days, and I'm going to keep bringing them to you. It's so funny. Lee was saying that things get bad. He's thinking of selling his underwear. I go, who are you going to sell your underwear to? Women? Like chubby women? He goes, nah, guys. I go, guys? Oh, my God. That's a brilliant fucking idea.
Hey, they have go to reddit.com. They got tons of people doing it.
Go reddit.com.
No, go to reddit.com.
Reddit.com.
And you just search men's underwear. Like, obviously, women's underwear goes for a lot more because it's creepy guys like us buying it. But I saw people selling it for like 30 to $50 a pair.
Let me tell you something. I'll take my fucking little uncircumcised dick. I'll bang out 2 jerk-offs. I'll take the sperm off, but I'll rub it on the helmet to mix it up with the pee. It's like a sperm martini to a fag. I'll sell you my underwears, not me undies. Classic tidy whities with a little skid mark, just to take it back. I'll decorate it for you. I even fart in there and leave it. It'll look like a fucking got shot. One of those guns from the 1400s.
Shotguns?
No, the other ones. The ones that spray like.
Oh, a musket.
It looks like it's got shot with a musket. I'll sell you those underwears for the small 2,000. You know me. I got no fucking shame. Yes, I do. I can't sell men underwear to men. That's torturing. I'm a little young guy smelling my dick. How would I sleep at night? I'm a Catholic. You know what I'm saying? I can't put up with that shit.
You don't care about that. It's all about the Benjamins.
Fuck that. Nah, I can't. There's a lot of shit I can't do, guys, that I just wouldn't do. I just can't do against who I am and who I belong, And it's like Cameo's nice, but I can't sell you a video of me yelling at you. If I want to make a video of me yelling at you, trust me, I'll yell at you eventually if you like. Today, leave it at fucking that. Listen, I hope you enjoy these. We're going to do my friend Dennis Colangelo on Wednesday. Next week, we're doing a 2-parter with the man who knows me better than anybody. This guy is my longest lasting
He's seen me at my worst, and he's seen me at my best. I'm going to give you a couple weeks of these just to let you know what the fuck has happened. So when the audio book gets released, you guys are on it. You guys know that fucking these are bona fide. And I want you to see what the state of mind was.